What's good in the hood? Gotta go live for my people that's somewhere else. Let me see if I can play something else. What's up? Late night creep. Well, in some countries, it's early. That's why I gotta do this joint. Niggas said they got it, they ain't got it like me. Everybody got it. What's the verdict? I got a few things to talk about tonight. You ain't got it like me. Everybody got it. Hit the like button. There's one person up in here. Let's do the right thing. Everybody got it, man. Oh, they ain't sending notifications out because I got my shit plugged into this phone. And ow, like, give me a second. Getting young. Power, baby, you get sprung. That's advice. Hit that like button, man, real quick. That life. Your ex-man, he'll kill to get you back twice. He was a mattress, something old you can flip on his bitch. She's an actress. I was at the fifth class, taking my breath. Cause back then I couldn't live with no rats. She still can't.
Every customer has their own safe light story. This couple was on a camera.
Broadway to give it best in city draw. I ain't need an answer, man. Wax Dog, what's up, bro? I'm trying to see who up there. Matter of fact, I might not even stay on this long. I need to talk to you. Hating ass niggas try to hand me to the Lord. Oh God, I'll put your granny on the wall. Talk to these people real quick. After the song plays. Like me. I want to see if this actually registers. This is what I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing after I'm done with this song, right? Niggas say they got it, they ain't got it like me. When the niggas say they got it, I tell them niggas show it. They ain't nothing to the beat, cause we loaded. And I ain't know you do music though, bro. That's why I live in this motherfucker. Boys, can we leave? Put the toys in the bag like Christmas Eve. That's all I do is music all day. Whip it till it don't stop. Don't hop, walking with no teeth. I had to catch a nigga yawning. I'ma jump a nigga shit. You feel like part of me, Malik. My arteries are deep. I'm even hard to see you reach. You can charge to the streets. Oh yeah. Alligator with the teletext. Keep them all jealous. How they sell them that? Let's see what's going on in the niggas say they got it. What's up, Sam? I mean, just finish letting this song play through and I'm gonna start talking. What I'm trying to do, I'm trying to be petty as a motherfucker. Niggas said they got it. Niggas said they got it. They ain't got it like me. Everybody got it. Niggas said they got it. Alright, we're gonna talk. Okay. What I'm trying to do is see, because, you know, they say that, Sam, Wax Dog, what's up? They say that you get streaming off of this. You feel me? Oh, it's 1 a.m. over there? Y'all gotta give me a good time to go live and shit, right? But what I was trying to do, Wax Dog, because I got some songs registered and shit, and I seen this girl, I seen this chick the other day, doing a 10-hour, she did a 10-hour live, and basically it was like she was doing this panel, I guess from StreamYard and shit, and she went for 10 hours and she was just doing the fucking, so I'm thinking for 10 hours, if you got your shit playing in the back, I'm always thinking about money. If you got your shit playing, is they gonna pay you? You know what I mean? Sam, where you at? London? All right, check this out. I wanted to talk about just real quick, because a lot of people ask me, what's the first thing you did when you came home, or when was the point where you changed your life and shit like that? And you know, simple questions like that ain't really simple to answer. it's like really there's no one point when you know what I'm saying, when you make a fucking change in your life. I feel like this. When you come home from jail, you think that you know what the fuck is going on out there, but in reality, you ain't really know what's happening. You know what I'm saying? You kind of learn through trial and error and shit. You come home with a whole jail swag, a whole jail mentality, and you really don't really know shit. The reason why I be talking a lot to dudes that's coming home is because when I first came home, ain't nobody helped me do shit, you know? So I felt like that niggas could have did more, but they didn't do nothing. What dudes will do is like give you something when you come home or whatever. You understand me? They'll like, you want a sweater? I remember Mike Epps had a stand up. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Niggas be home for 10 years. Like, I just got home, man. Eddie bought me a sweater. You know what I'm saying? So I just feel like when we come home, we got a misconception of what it really takes to be free and functional out here. Niggas don't tell you that the first thing that you got to do is think about how you're going to sustain yourself. The first thing we think is that we going to come home and shit is going to be sweet for a little while. And it really not. You know what I mean? So I feel like when and like on some of my lives in the beginning, I just try to show dudes how to make money and shit like that. Because you don't got nobody that's going to teach you that. You don't got no motherfuckers that's going to be like, yo, boom, this is what you got to do. You think when I got locked up, I did 11 years. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. V-Train, peace, bro. How many years do you think Italian Tyson is going to get after brutally knocking out a cop after getting pulled over? Oh, I didn't know about that. You gotta tell me about that. But I'm gonna tell you like this, right? When I got locked up, I was so young. I never paid a. Okay, I'm gonna show you all the things that I've never done before I got locked up. I never been on an airplane. I never traveled. You know what I'm saying? I never paid the bill. I never knew about social. I didn't even know about Social Security. I was 16 when I got locked up. I didn't know nothing about nothing when I went to jail. When I went to jail, I'm gonna tell you, my first 4 years, I was cutting people, robbing niggas, shit like that. I was just all over the place for the first 4 years. Because the mentality is this: when you that young and you doing time and people ain't writing you and shit, you come with this attitude like motherfuckers owe you something, and then you allow that anger and from people not doing shit for you to fuel your anger to survive. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes from trying to survive to become or to becoming a victimizer. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't give a fuck. Nobody's there to hold your hand and shit. And I think that when you brought up by a lot of females or just one female, you ain't got real men. I'm talking about alpha type dudes to slow you down. You have these misconceptions. So while I was in jail, I was running wild, and then the last couple of years, I started getting my shit together. I went to school, I went to college, and I just became a little bit more finesse. I guess I went from being a thug to sort of gangster and starting to be able to see the outcome before things happen. Still in all, when you dealing with a bunch of dysfunctional niggas in jail, motherfuckers up in there, I'm 16 years old, sitting around fucking killers. And don't even know, like, you know, when you that young, it's like a little cat being around a big cat. The little cat want to just play, but don't know that big cat bites you one time, nigga, you're dead. You understand me? So I played a lot of games and I diverted a lot of fucking drama based on the people that was holding me down. But when you're dealing with dysfunctional niggas that wasn't paying bills, paying taxes and all that other shit in jail, the best they could do is teach you how to become a better criminal or a more polished motherfucker so you don't get caught next time. So when they say that, you know, prison reforms somebody, prison don't reform you. Prison teach you how to fucking live. Nigga, I was eating fucking grilled cheese off a light bulb. They gave me a sandwich in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I put that shit in my pocket, separated the cheese, put the cheese up into my arm and a piece of tissue because they'll search you for a fucking piece of bread. You get to the cell, everybody ante up on what, yo, how many pieces of cheese you got? I got 1.5. You got a piece? All right, cool, boom. Who got bread? You feel me? Ain't nothing, man. Damn, there's only crumbs left in my fucking pocket. You'll take the crumbs, put some water with that shit, smash it down like a piece of bread, put the cheese in between that motherfucker, throw that shit on a light bulb. Ooh, baby, grilled cheese, nigga. I remember one time I took my seat, I scraped all the fucker until all you seen was stainless steel. Then I scrubbed it off and shit until it was like pure stainless steel. Then took Comet. You know what Comet is? Like cleanser. You know them big ass tall cans of Comet? They got the metal thing at the top. I took that shit, ripped up some motherfucking shirts. Excuse me, sheets. Rolled these bitches up like this. You know what I'm saying? And you know those little, I forgot what they call them when you put them under the heater. They got a little fire and shit. Lit it up, put it on top of the metal thing, on top of the Comet can, and let that shit sit up under that steel seat. And bro, I used to make gourmet meals on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We steal some mess hall butter. I'm talking about that yellow, thick ass. Niggas like, give me 2 sandwiches, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? What I'm trying to say is that you get ingenuity. You learn how to start to think on a different level. You dig? So the criminal mentality, you could take any tiny little thing and make it into something. Bruh, I seen dudes take tissue, and make motherfucking statues that look like some shit sitting in front of a Catholic church, my man. I seen niggas take a domino, and shave the domino so smooth into a shape of a fucking skull or something. You dig? So you get ingenuity. You learn how to take what you got, you know what I'm saying, and maximize it. Last example was something like that, and this has always got something to do with food, because I'm a skinny, greedy motherfucker. I never knew that you could take a 2-liter bottle of soda, put water in that bitch, put a fire. Let's say you ain't got no hot water or boiling water, because a lot of times you don't, Jeff. They'll give you some fucking soup with some lukewarm water and shit, and you already know how that crackhead soup or ramen soup tastes when the water ain't hot enough. Man, that shit is soggy as a motherfucker. So you had to find a way to get that heat, and you put the water in the plastic bag or 2-liter jar of soda, empty jar. Light that motherfucker up, and you got boiling water, nigga. You got coffee. Take that instant coffee, put it in a cup with some sugar, and whip that bitch all day, 2 hours. And now you got cappuccino. You know what I'm saying? Take the motherfucking foundation in the floor. I'm talking about like that beam in the middle of the floor. And when COs ain't looking, rip that piece of metal out. And then you got a piece of metal, and then hide it, shave it up. At one time at HDM, I was the go-to dude for the shanks. I had an obsession with just making shanks. And being down Muslim, we used to have people come to the mosque and donate old shit. So let's say, for instance, right, you're supposed to, your limit of having sneakers might be 2 or 3 or 4 pairs, right? And then you about to get another pair, so one of those pairs got to go somewhere. You take, everybody bring your Timberlands to the mosque. Back then, the Timberlands, in the arch of your shoe of the Timberland, there was a metal shank inside of the shoe. You know what I'm saying? They changed it to a fiberglass or a wooden type of thing. I found that up later on up north. Or when you got up north, they would take the shoes, open it up, rip the shank out, put the sole back in, and then give you the shoe. Before they used to do that, I used to have them bring the Timbs to the mosque. There's a piece of cast metal in it. Pop the cast metal out, sharpen that bitch up until it was razor sharp, and then go in the empty cell and use a mattress and then swipe the mattress and make sure that shit is opening. Or take somebody and use it on them. I'm dead ass. I remember there's a real famous gangbanger in New York, right? And he's known for putting work in. This dude is known for be scratching everybody around the place. But when he first started, I'm gonna tell you, I was one of the reasons why he turned like that. Victim turns victimizer. We used to tell him, I ain't gonna say his name, let's call him Ayo, right? That's what we're gonna call him, Ayo. Ayo, come here. Put your arm out. Yo, bro, I don't wanna go through this again. Put your fucking arm out. Mind you, has cuts all up and down. We used to pay him 2 cigarettes each cut. You know what I'm saying? Yo, bro, I gotta taste it. Boom, before you even know it. All right, that shit good, bro. All right, go patch that up. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get to the point in a second. How many years do you think Italian Tyson? I don't know Italian Tyson. Oh, Miss Michelle, what's up, baby? Wags Dog holding shit down. Please, Wags Dog, send me your number or call me right after I get off of this if you up. Because I want to talk to you about some music shit. That's really what I want to kick it to you. Yo, I seen Italian Tyson on Street Beefs too. Wow. Who's Italian Tyson? Y'all gotta tell me. You know what I mean? Tell me who the Italian Tyson is, man. So, and I'm gonna tell you another thing, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all some intel. when I first started doing the YouTube channel, a lot of people, what it was people wanted to see me, they wanted to talk about. Give me 1 second, y'all. They wanted to talk. They want me to talk about the shit that happened in jail, and this is one of the things that what they want. All right, the Bloods and the Crips. Excuse me, Bloods and the Latin Kings was having a big like war. Well, everybody was, you know what I'm saying? It was just a lot of drama. Matter of fact, I'm not even gonna tell the story. Let's talk about something else. I'm trying to keep it away from there. Homage, what's up? You up, nigga? What's up, man? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Give me a second, y'all. Give me one quick second. All right, I'm back. I'm back like cooked crack. You heard me? All right. What we on? Anyway, let me just finish telling y'all what I did when I came home from the P now. You know what I'm saying? First thing that happened is when I got out that motherfucker. I'm gonna tell you something. The last 2 months of my bid was the hardest period of time because they put me in a jail called Queensboro. And Queensboro is like the jail in the city that they hold you in. It's like a holding spot before you come home. Now, mind you, I'm doing all this fucking maximum security prison time. I done been in so many wars and chopping motherfuckers up and shit like that. And now I've been past that for years. But now that I get to Queensboro, with all these cats in here that just did 2 years, you know what I'm saying? A year, I mean, 2, 3 years, 4 years up in there, extra tough. And I used to just, you have to hold all your patience not to punch one of these dudes in their face because they don't really, you know, it's a different, when you do less than 5 years, those people are normally way different mentally than the motherfucker that did more than 5 years. Dudes that did more than 5 years take things a little bit more serious and they know that something as small as not saying excuse me could get a fucking new design on your face. Niggas will decorate you. What I mean by that is that dudes will take a razor blade, like, you know what I'm saying? Like a razor blade and really open your face up back then. So I was on that type of time and dealing with a lot of these cowards. I had to hold my patience. But anyway, I digress. I get out. This dudes, they have like 10 of us and they let one by one out of the door. And I'm sitting there, I'm talking about I got a fresh Rockaway suit on. I got some fresh sneakers on. I'm talking about, I felt the best I've ever felt in my entire life as far as physically, mentally, everything. The air smelled different. Everything was just completely different. You know what I'm saying? And as soon as I smelled the New York City, I smelled the you know, everything. You know, you just, when you up north, when you up in the mountains, you're used to a certain type of air. It's always clear. It always smells like the air. It always smells like the atmosphere. It always smells like grass or trees or some shit like that. And then you get to the city and then all this smell just hits you. Boom. What the fuck is that? Hot dogs, the bums, fucking pizza, all type of shit. Coffee, you know what I mean? Like cake shop. You just smell and fumes, diesel, whatever. You feel all, that's the first thing that resonated with me is that, damn, it felt almost like the air was too thick for me, you know what I mean? But I enjoyed it. It just reminded me of something that you know, that you remember, but you haven't experienced in long. I don't know if that makes sense to you. While you doing time and you're away from society, the things that you remember in your mind is way bigger than what they is in reality. That was another thing that hit me. Everything looked small. The blocks look small. Everything looked congested and sunk in. You know, when you're dealing with open fields and shit like that, that might play a part in you. When I got locked up, they had a Woolworths on Fordham. I come back, it's something else like a what they call that, Rite Aid. I remember one time my mother sent me to the store. She was like, I need you to go to Dwayne Reed and go pick up some boom, boom, boom. And I was like, I'm thinking in my mind, who the fuck is Dwayne Reed? I'm like, did I meet him? Is that a nigga that changed his name when I was locked up or whatever? But Dwayne Reed was just another store where the old Burger King was at. So I misplaced everything in my mind. And when I came home, everything that was going to be reality was the things that I remember last in my mind, if y'all get what I'm saying. So everything that I expected wasn't there no more. It was like a completely new world, right? I see my wife. She gave me a phone.
The cell phone. I'm calling my mother to let her know that I came out. I had the phone upside down. I never used a cell phone. I didn't know that little tiny dot, they'll be able to hear me in it. I was used to a phone, a big telephone with a bunch of dots in it, and I was like, yo, this is not gonna work. She's like, you got the phone upside down. And then when I turned it around, I looked at the little hole. I'm like, how am I gonna hear out of this? And when I heard how loud, I was like, what the fuck? I knew I was in a new world. Eden. Anyway, let me just say, Bleeding Arms. On YouTube, search Street Beefs, Italian Tyson is backyard. Oh, okay. They do in Virginia somewhere. Some good fights on there. Okay. Italian Tyson. I'm going to look him up. Mister, what's up? So, as soon as I see my wife, the first thing I'm thinking is, everybody, when I got to my block, it was like a party. And then my mother, when I got upstairs, my mother had made some chicken, some macaroni and cheese, and then she made some string beans. And she made them string beans like with the vinegar and all. You know, your mother's cooking. When I got upstairs, I smelled that food. I just went right to town. I started eating it. The chicken tastes so good or whatever that it made me physically sick. Like my stomach was like hurting. And then the whole time while I was doing all that and interacting, and I was just looking at my wife's ass. Like, I wonder how that pussy feel. I was wondering how, you know what I'm saying? I done married a chick I never had sex with. I married her in jail. I knew what it smelled like. Jones! That's your last warning, Jones. Yo, what are you talking about? Officer Roberts? Yo, man, I ain't even move next to her. I seen your hand. Move up here. You know, I was under monitor. My dick was always hard. I ain't gonna lie to you. I smell that pussy when she was still behind the gate. What the? Oh, damn. So I couldn't wait. But I'm gonna tell y'all something. I'm gonna tell y'all something personally. Because I haven't been with a woman in so long, I had, even though I looked like the best thing, you know what I mean, in New York, I'm a fly ass nigga. You fly. But I had so many insecurities on how I don't know, like how she gonna like me. You know what I'm saying? Am I really gonna like her? You know what I mean? I had more insecurities of her not fucking with me because I didn't, you know what I mean? Like I just had insecurities, and you come with that because you're not interacting with kids and women and shit like that in jail. You come in with the, you know, the alpha dog shit. You know what I'm saying? So tweaking that down and learning a woman takes time, and I made a lot of mistakes along the way. But I'm gonna tell you something. She was like, can you come with me to my mother's house so I could go grab something? I was like, hell yeah. Went to her mother's house, seen how she was living. It was like, oh shit. And then soon as I found out nobody was there, I just looked at her. She looked at me. I grabbed that bitch up and threw her. We didn't make love the first time. We animal fucked. Hit the like button if you know about animal fucking. Boom, boom. Oh my God. Oh shit. I made a good choice. I'm like, you are not going nowhere, bitch. You're not leaving me. And I ain't leaving you. I was stupid loyal. You know what I mean? Like anything that it took, you know, I'm going to keep it 100. For ladies that look at this later on, because some women be interacting, you know what I'm saying, and having relationships with dudes in jail. You dig? And when a dude come home, we be so happy to be in a relationship. I think that's the purest or most innocent time that you get out of man. You know what I'm saying? Because we have so much appreciation that you was holding us down. You dig? So it's like you're trying to be the perfect man. You don't want to do things to fuck shit up or whatever. So that's just free game, and that's how I was. I remember I was so naive to the advances of these chicks and shit. My girl, sometimes girls is gonna have their own insecurities and they gonna place that shit on you. But I'll be in the club with her, you know what I'm saying? Boom, we dancing, I'm throwing up in the air, we just looking at each other in the eyes. It was the most fun time of my life, right? And then the chick would walk past and be like, you know what I'm saying? Like put something in my hand, I'm like, oh shit. And then she like, what's that? I'm like, I don't know, this girl just gave me a piece of tissue. Might got boogers on it for all I know. No, that's a fucking, oh no, boom, boom, my wife, she just wasn't with the shit at all. And it's funny though, a lot of times, people that be having all them insecurities, it be because they got shit going on themselves. We'll get to that one time. Because she was doing her thing, and being that she might look at my channel, you know what you was doing. But I was naive, I was king, you know what I'm saying? I was king stupid, sitting up in the crib, with a curfew, can't leave out the house at after 9 o'clock, and can't leave the house before 6 in the morning. So from 9 to 6 in the morning, hit the like button, right? From 9 to 6 in the morning, I was in the house, and she'll be like, "Yo, I gotta go over here, I gotta go over here." You know what I'm saying? And that's how I picked up on her shit. But in the beginning, before that happened, before I turned into a cold-blooded smut, nasty boy. You know what I'm saying? Because I did become a wild boy. I mean, I fucked up mad years in my life playing around with these females. You know what I'm saying? Which is a big, I'm going to have a whole live about that, because I'm going to tell you something. Men and women, you feel me? Our expectations of each other and what we think we know about each other be completely off. The only way that you get this shit together is once you start communicating and y'all, you know, like get certain ground rules together and parameters that you're not going to cross. You know, it takes communication. But in order to communicate, you have to be around something functional. And we don't necessarily be around that shit. So, anyway, after the gifts and shit start running out from people, because it becomes an old thing. You know what I mean? You've been home. What are you going to do? So I started going to this program where I would be making about $30 a day. It was a program called CEO. And this program, it got to a point where my PO forced me into a program. You know what I'm saying? To make some money. Now, at that time, I was making $30 a day, and after the tax and shit like that they took off, it was about $26.50. So I was living off of $26.50. I was doing work as if like the regular job that you would be doing, a hard ass job, working on the highway, going to the colleges, cleaning shit up, at Hunter, doing paint jobs, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. But I will be walking off with $25, $26 a day. The best thing I got from CEO was the job training and the reality of the working world. My idea from the beginning was start my own business, but I already knew that I would have to learn this too. Mind you, I have no skills. I don't know what the fuck is going on. But I paid attention to those job trainers and the teachers in there. And guess what? Up until this day, my two trainers, I stuck out to them. They already knew I was going to do something different than a lot. Because you get up in there and you with a lot of young cats and they mad because the money that they're getting, they know they should be getting 20 times the amount of that or 10 times. And they're not getting it, so they're lackluster in their performance. My performance, because I already had money, was let me learn the most that I could learn. And like I said, I still carry those relationships to this day, and we like best friends. But I went to CEO, and I was doing these little odd jobs. And then my wife, she worked at Def Jam, and there was at this point she was running a candle shop in Rockefeller Center. Now, one of the dudes that worked at the Rockefeller, one of the niggas I thought she was cheating with, but then I figured that she wasn't once she put me on with him and he got me a job. She told this nigga I'm a chef, which I was. Anyway, and he got me a job working for the manager of the Mets, which was Bobby Valentine at that time. Bobby Valentine was a notorious wild boy, you know what I'm saying? But he had a restaurant at the Ramada Inn called give me a second, let me look at the comments, called Bobby V's, and I end up working at Bobby V's. I'm gonna tell y'all what happened when I got to Bobby V's. It was my first job. Okay, ain't nobody saying nothing. Anyway, y'all following the story? Okay, check it out. Now, I get to, I go to the restaurant and I meet the guy that's running the restaurant at the time. His name was Chris. Now, Chris, I've got inside the kitchen. I get back there. I see what's going on. And then he starts questioning me, shows me the prep room. He shows me this. He shows me that. And then he's like, you know what? I want to hire you. I like you. Because you know what? If you just, I let him know I never worked in the restaurant business, but I worked in institutions. I didn't tell him that I was the chef in Attica. You know what I'm saying? I didn't tell him that, you know what I mean? I took the knife that no. I didn't tell him that. I just said institution, like hospitals and whatever. I lied to him. Later on, he knew the truth after he got around me. He said, okay, I'll tell you what. Let me bring you down to the prep room, right? He did two things. He said he gave me a piece of, he gave me a round, you know those wraps and shit that you put food in and then you go like this, you know what I'm saying? They like wraps. He gave me a wrap and he said, I want you to make a taco bowl with this, you know what I'm saying? And he must have thought I didn't know how to do it. What I did was take like those round metal baskets, That's how you get the shape for the taco. You go to the deep fry, hit that deep fry, put it up like on 450 or 400, and then take the round the wrap and push the basket on it. And what happens is when it goes down to the oil, it takes the shape of the basket. You fry it, and then they make taco bowls out of that. So I did that, and then he said, "Okay, cool. I want to see a knife game." So he gave me a tomato. He gave me a tomato, 2 onions, and 2 potatoes. He said he wanted the onion sliced, the potato diced, and he just wanted to check my technique. So this is the proper technique because I went to school for this shit. Take a rag or a cloth, put it on the table. Take your cutting board, put it on so it doesn't move when you fucking with these knives because you're dealing with a crazy sharp knife. And I went to town. Boom, 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 boom. I'll show y'all my knife game. I don't know if y'all know about my knife game. They said I got left up north, but I was a chef up north. So let me flex on y'all one time. Let me do some flex shit. Anyway, he seen my knife game, and then he made me start working right there. I didn't even know how much I was going to get paid. Didn't give a fuck. I was going to do the job. If he would have gave me $5 an hour, I would have did the same job as if he gave me $500 an hour. You know what I'm saying? I was just happy to be there. You dig? So, in any event, I'm working there. You know what I mean? The first thing he does is throw me up on the fry station. This is like filet mignons and whatever. You know what I mean? They don't want to see my knife game. Yeah. So we school around here. 2 boards. Always school around this bitch. Give me a second, man. Let me finish telling y'all about that story, man. I have a big ass night like this. You know what I'm saying? Somebody said, you wanna know what's so crazy? I was looking at my views, my comments, and somebody was talking about I had this chef outfit on and my hat, and I was had a knife in my hand talking about carving motherfuckers up and shit. He was like, I love it. Subscribe. Really, I was about to do a cooking video, and then the nigga got me mad, so I went online. But this is shit like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you ever seen a motherfucker throw a knife around like that. I can't drop it no matter what. It just don't happen. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, y'all, when I do the one of my cooking videos, y'all see me slice shit up. Motherfuckers like that. So anyway, I get there, I'm feeling crazy important. I have a hard first day. It was being up under that heat all day. And then the orders coming in crazy because he's a famous person and he had a famous restaurant. So that shit was high volume, you dig? Intense. And I felt it after the first day. It wasn't like, being up north cooking for 2,000 niggas, you know what I'm saying? And having a time schedule when you do it with people that run this shit like, like it's a system, You feel me? It was more like, boom, boom, order. Now, I'm working there. I go from being a prep. I'm downstairs, just like I'm basically multitasking. If you need me on the fry station for a little while, I'll go there, and after I'm done, he'll send me down to the fucking prep room and chop bags of onions, or you know what I'm saying, prep some chicken fingers, some filet mignons, whatever. And I learned a lot there, real quick. But the one thing I did learn out of everything is that I'm not gonna be working for nobody for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So because the work that's involved, by the time you get home, you have no life. I just dropped the phone. Hold on for a second. Anyway, I can go on all day about this shit, man. Any questions so far? Let me look at y'all. Oh, hey, you. Boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Julie? I lied to get my first job. Yo, man. You know what's so crazy? Chris knew that I was a fucking crook as soon as he met me. But it's like, I'm going to tell y'all a secret. I got a job working for a Homeland Security company based off of my conversation with the dude and just being honest about what was going on. What I mean by that is that if I'd have lied, they already knew the truth. They wouldn't have gave me a shot. And then plus, I was doing so good, I felt like if I had the conversation. What I mean is this. You don't necessarily have to be qualified for a position to get a position. And that's what I learned in job training. Sometimes a motherfucker will be qualified for the job and they won't get it because after they do the interview, they'll realize that, yo, this motherfucker don't fit what we got going on. And a smart motherfucker is going to think that way because at the end of the day, if I'm doing 8 to 10 hours here a day, and just because you certified and I take an interview with you and you just a creep, and you go again, and you're a creep, don't even worry about it, bro. You're not, you know what I'm saying? Like you're not gonna get the job. You did? Because overall, you're just not gonna fit. Word up. Any questions? I keep one like that by my bed. Julie, what are you talking about? That knife? You dangerous. I don't want nothing. I don't want no smoke with you, Julie. You keep a knife near your bed? Who you after? Hey, Wax Dog, that I looked at the last video you did with the dude in the studio. Whatever he was doing, that shit was fire. This is my song. It's called Everybody Got It. Julie, stop putting knives under your bed, man. Let me tell you something. When you look for shit, you're gonna get shit. You look for that smoke, they you know what I mean? You look for that smoking tin. Somebody was capping on my phone yesterday, talking about this one right here. I'm like, nigga, you want to cap on the phone? I got 10 more you can make fun of. You know what I'm saying? Give me a second. Any questions, y'all? I know y'all got some spicy questions y'all want to ask. What you got? A man who ran the program that helped ex-convicts get jobs helped me. I said I was in prison. You gotta get it, hook or crook. Hook or crook.
The Imperial Businessman.
Listen to this one real quick.
Too many of us to name. Way too many.
Think about a question y'all gotta ask, man.
Hard time. Hashtag A-Mob.
Hell no, I'm not with her. I got rid of her ass.
Straight business this time. First shall be last. Let's go. Let's go. Businessman.
You know what TF stands for? Tom Ford.
Nigga, I'm from the BX. And my glasses say TF. Fuck I live, niggas, we the best. City bitch home, she got a weed press. Local tatting, the sweet neck of batting. But anti-social, have you in deep debt. Keep that door wide open, we got the street next. I say the draft like a pretext. Draft. I'm the ATM, they feed checks. Rather have a dollar than cheap set.
Hey, the first time that I seen a motherfucker get assaulted, like in jail, you know what I mean, right in front of me, that's when I knew shit was crazy because I didn't even see it coming. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know how you so naive that you don't see something coming? You feel me? Like, and then what's so crazy, if y'all follow a lot of these prison channels, a lot of these dudes, you got to understand that we all will take some point. If you did time from a certain period, then that means that you came in contact with some of these cats. You feel me? And the stories be a little bit different than what you remember sometimes. Yeah, Shanks King, Front Street Entertainment. That's the homie. Oh, that's the name of bro? Yeah, I got some beats and all that, man. I got some beats. So I'm going to give y'all one more time to ask some questions. If you got some questions, I'm going to give you a second. If you don't, I'm going to keep on talking. I like to give people an opportunity to ask a few questions or whatever, you know what I'm saying? They like looking, like if I title the videos as something else, like I was trying to tell people the other day when they was, me and Warpath been on the phone all day. And by the way, me and Warpath, matter of fact, I got to get back on the phone. I was supposed to call fucking Warpath back. I'm bugging. I just got right on the fucking live. But I'm going to call him in a second because he's going to be up all night. And I ain't going to be on this long. But Warpath from On the Lockout, me and him is about to bust some moves. And I forgot what I was talking about. I was speaking to him about I completely lost my train of thought. That happens a lot. I'm sorry. That's why I can't have this channel be about one thing. Because I'm crazy inconsistent. You know what I'm saying? If y'all remember what the fuck I was talking about, let me know. We're gonna bring a whole different vibe to this thing. I got some big things going on, you know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to incorporate the people that I have in my life that's making big moves already and try to make it relevant to what we're doing here on YouTube. At the end of the day, right? If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. So certain things, okay, this is what I remember what I was saying. Somebody was saying that why they was like complaining. Somebody that's a hater, not really a fan of like the after prison show, but because our names pop up when it comes down to that in terms of like responses and reaction videos and stuff. People, you get some people that hate that just got hatred in their heart, and they're like, why are you doing this? Why are you doing? Listen, I'm like, okay, I could do whatever the fuck I want, number one. Number two, I'm not really on here slandering nobody. I'm just giving my opinion or something. So if I wanted to start drama, I would title these videos as something different. There's a way that you title it where you really gravitate and weed out the people that don't really fuck with you. You know what I'm saying? And you kind of get to the core of who really rocks with you. And also starting drama, like if I want to start drama, instead of talking up for Joe in the after prison show, I would start a fire. I'll be like, you know what I mean? Fuck Joe. I'll be like, fuck Rabbit, fuck whichever one of them motherfuckers is on the show. And show love to Banky because I fuck with Banky. You know what I mean? I would say fuck the rest of them and then cause a problem. But you got to understand that even through the process of weeding out who don't fuck with you and who fucks with you, you're going to get a lot of negative attention. And this is your brand. So I don't want to do that. I talk about what I feel. You dig? And that's why I could be all over the place when it comes down to it. And Warpath is the same way. When we did our video, he was getting a certain amount of views. And then the video that me and him did, it shot the views up for that period of time. Not that he wasn't already getting a bunch of views, you know what I'm saying, on other videos. It was just that at that time, that's what it did. And if Warpath wanted to, he could have just kept on, you know what I'm saying, chopping our videos up and titling it different things that'll get mad views and mad subscribers. But you would have been getting subscribers and views of people expecting that sort of energy. And when you don't give that sort of energy, what happens in YouTube is that people end up switching on you, or they change, or they start trying to think that they know you and give you opinions. So the best thing to do is to talk about things that you really feel. And if any one of y'all want to start a YouTube channel, that's what you're going to have to do. I grew this channel from, 80 subscribers in fucking July to 1,700 for now. You dig? And there's a science, there's a way to do it. You dig where I'm coming from? And you can't fuck up your name before you build your name up. So you don't want people just rocking with you because they think that you're going to talk about Rikers Island slashings and shit like that, which those things don't monetize. Once you put the word slashing and stabbings and all that, even sometimes Rikers Island, they're not going to monetize the views. The monetization, the money from the monetization is really not the big headline here. What it is that you mess up your brand, and by them demonetizing your shit, that shows you that you're on the path to nothing. You're just getting views for fucking nothing. Nobody's attracted to you in terms of business. And trust me, there's a way for you to take your traffic from here and make money. It's not going to be through the ads and monetization because that don't work. But the monetization allows you to see, you know what I'm saying, how the potential for your channel to grow. You know what I'm saying? Miss Michelle. So why don't the prisoners get on the booty bandits rather than let them prey on the young guys? Okay, booty bandits. I ran into some booty bandits, but let me tell you something about booty bandits. Booty bandits in real life and booty bandits in the movie is completely different. Booty bandits in real life, in real prison time, don't take ass. They are given ass. You want to know what that means? You ever seen a booty warrior? You know what I'm saying? Listen, I like you and I want you. Now we can do this the easy way or the hard way. Have it you. I never seen that. In New York State Prison, that don't happen. They say it does. I've never seen it. You know what I'm saying? But this is what normally happens when somebody get turned out. Because I've seen a lot of dudes get turned out. And the reason just to answer your question, why dudes don't get on that, you know what I'm saying? Because if dudes don't get on the booty band, it's because the dude that's getting fucked is getting fucked by choice. You did? So that's the same thing like what the Hassan Campbell do. You know what I'm saying? Like Hassan Campbell willingly he willingly engages in those activities, so you can't, the OG's not going to be mad at the person that's doing it to him. That's why not nobody's really mad at Africa Bambaataa. You know what I'm saying? You can't be mad at him for liking boys. I mean, men. That's messy. But in jail, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't see nobody campaigning against no booty bandits because they normally in a cut somewhere. Let me tell y'all a story about Pepsi, again, you know what I'm saying, and Kareem, some of the booty bandits are gay, like dudes that like walk around that act like females, like Marcy. Marcy was Corey Wise's brother. God bless his dead, because that motherfucker dead now. He was in the middle of a surgery and got locked up. So a motherfucker had titties, ass, and everything. That motherfucker will beat the shit out of you and not you know, like have sex with you, but he'll beat the shit out of you. The punks is not soft. You know what I mean? But dudes don't get on them because guys get turned out. They allow themselves to get turned out. They're naive. They don't see the shit happening. The guys that are booty bandits, they don't come to you like they want butt. They come to you like, yo, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, they befriend you. They get close to you. Then they isolate you. And they get the ones that's naive. The dude be naive. I seen a dude, ironically, this cat name is Kareem too. I used to be in the Bronx when we was young, sticking people up, doing strong armed robberies, robbing people with a starter pistol, running up, like waiting outside the bar, you know what I mean, for the drunk motherfuckers come out and getting them. We were savages. We used to rip people's pockets open, beat people up, all that. I've seen that motherfucker in Wendy on the mess hall line, switching with his shirt tucked in. You know what I'm saying? I was like, this, you know what I mean? I said, that's not my dude. And he seen me and looked at me. And he knew it was me. He was already there for a while. And kind of like I had a name when I got there for being cutting people and stuff. So he probably heard and was like, damn, this nigga still, you know what I mean? If I would have got with him, I probably wouldn't have did this. But the funny thing is that the dudes that get turned out, normally it's not just because they're naive and they get flipped. It's because they have those sort of things in them already. And them booty bandits are experts at bringing that out. So we would see. I wouldn't stop somebody from getting turned out. So if it was my man from the street and we know the program here, and then he's starting to hang out too much, you know what I'm saying, with dudes that got questionable activities, like in Collins, after 8 o'clock, after 8, you have 2-yard calls at night, 6 to 8, and then 8 to 10. And 8 to 10, if you was in the yard, then it was almost insinuated. It was like that was couples time for the gay dudes. And sometimes you see somebody walk up out that yard at that time and be like, oh no, not him. And what they'll do is that they'll choose their life. They know that you totally against it, so they'll engage and they'll completely cut y'all off. They won't even look at y'all no more. Like Kareem, he would see me and act like he didn't know me. I knew his mama, his daddy, everybody. And he knew that I was going to tell this story. You know what I'm saying? The difference between him and me, which is so weird too, because he got turned out early, he had like a quarter. He had a murder. He was locked up for a murder. He wasn't no punk. He wasn't no, you know what I mean? He was a live-ass dude. It's just that that's what he chose to do. Some dudes, you never know what's going to happen while you in there and you facing life in front of you. You might be tough for 10 years, you know what I mean? And then next thing you know, the dude's mentality changes, his mindset changes, and he falls, he gets weak, and then that's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times in prison, we don't like booty bandits. That's it. We don't deal with that, but we do let them live. You know what I'm saying? Because the booty bandits is normally some wild ass crazy dudes that'll defend the relationship. These dudes get into relationships. It gets deep. You see them arguing like man and woman. It just be there. Some places where you go, dudes don't tolerate it and they don't like it. They don't even want you around and they make you pack it up. And if you don't willingly pack it up, you'll unwillingly get packed the fuck up quick. I had a problem with beating up on them punks. You know what I'm saying? If you know what I mean? Like, if I had insecurities because I was young, and I'm like, what the fuck is he looking at? You know what I'm saying? Like, he think that I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, I would put things in my mind because I really was a gay bashing type of dude back then. I think all of us coming up in the hood was. We just didn't understand that, and we didn't like it around us, and we thought that just because that you was gay, that you automatically wanted me. A lot of times, them punks, them homosexual men don't even want you. It's more in your mind than anything. You know what I'm saying? Like, he better not be looking at me. You know, or the punks already knew they not to come in the shower. Especially if a punk would have came in, a homosexual man would have came in the shower with his, you know what I'm saying, free balling, balls hanging. Yeah, he would get left right the fuck up in there. He know. Put pants on, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You better wash your balls through the fucking pants. I better not see nothing. I'm gonna beat you to death in here. Julie said, wow, that's deep. Good story. Let me tell you something about Booty Bandits. Booty Bandits, when they say Booty Bandits, take out of your mind the movie American Me. Which a lot of those dudes I heard from watching Fred from Tales of the Pen, that those people that was in that show, in that movie, like the people, a lot of those people died or got killed for telling certain things or painting a picture like as if the dude, the leader of the Mexican mafia got bent over and raped. To us, it's a no-no because we know from the inside, a lot of things that people think they know about prison from watching movies, you don't know shit. Just like me, when I came in, I thought it was going to be like the movies. It was nothing like the movies. It was way more mental, way more deep. It got to a point where sometimes I'll wake up and I'll just be on some bullshit. It's time to just catch victims. What I mean by that, somebody's going to get slapped, beat up, robbed, or, you know, like, you dig where I'm coming from? And those are like, you're not, I don't know. It's just not like jail. It's not like, these jail movies that you see, you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit is all fake, man. Dudes get manipulated. Dudes get finessed. You know what I'm saying? And they don't go for guys. Like, I'm going to tell you something about Booty Bandits. Booty Bandits don't really go for guys that don't want to be with it. They go for guys that they see something in them, and they like, okay, he got a little bit of that in him, but he might not want everybody else to know, so I'm going to have to finesse him in a different way. They look at dudes like that. They want to do with dudes that want that. They don't want to deal with dudes that don't want it because then they can't carry on a relationship. You talking about dudes that's dying in jail. It's not about just fucking. It's about the whole, you know what I mean? Sitting around with a dude and he playing in your hair and shit like that. I seen shit like that. Like in Collins, and when I was in mess hall, I ain't allow that. If y'all, one time I took this dude, we called him Pearhead. He was a skinny dude that killed a lot of people, and you know, Pearhead. He didn't kill nobody. He did something. Oh, he burnt something. He committed arson. And he had a couple people that got hit up. People didn't like him because they felt like he was supposed to get more time. There's some niggas that commit arson. Arson is an A1 felony. So you're supposed to get the same amount of time that a murderer get for arson, for A1 felony. He got about 15 years and he was on his way out the door. Anyway, Pearhead, the skinny dude, he used to walk like this. And his head was the shape of a fucking light bulb. I called the nigga Pearhead. Now, in the mess hall, we had our certain jobs that we wanted to do. The police didn't allocate these jobs to us. We chose what the hell we want to do. And I chose to do the trades. You know what I'm saying? And the trades, what I mean by that is that after you finish with your food, you would put before you get your food, you would have to get a tray. And in order for the line not to get so backed up, you have to set up a certain amount of trays. You know what I mean? Knife, spoon, fork on a tray, and then the next tray, and then the next tray. And then when the inmates or prisoners come in, they grab a tray, and then they keep their thing. So now I'm at the tray line, and I will get to, finesse moves, like sell my little weed or whatever. You know what I mean? I see dudes, and I'll be like, yeah, I got it. I'm on the tray line. If I was in the washroom or cooking or something like that, I wouldn't be able to interact with the population. So that's my job every day. Now, mind you, this guy Pearhead, he did a lot of time, so he was one of those homosexual dudes that dudes didn't really bother. He pretty much was all right. We snapped on him because the way he looked, because he's tied his shoes all the way up to the top, and he was all skinny, and he used to walk like this. You know what I mean? I mean, like a woman, too. Like that version, but like a woman, right? And a lot of people didn't like him. We tolerated him. So one day I come to the mess hall. This is a couple of days before. I'm going to tell you what I did to Pearhead. They painted the block, the whole fucking unit. And they had a bunch of masking tape, you know what I'm saying, like that was kind of drying off. I was taking strips of the masking tape and rolling it up into a ball. And each ball I made, it got harder and harder until I got a big ass ball. I took that ball and I was across I didn't know I could throw a fucking ball like this. I would have played baseball earlier. I was like, yo, Pat! Boom, he turned around, went boom, that shit flew across. And as soon as he turned, it was like clunk. And that nigga had speed, not like the movies. I mean, on the cartoons when somebody get hit and then whoop, how many lumps would you like? 10 lumps? Bugs Bunny. That's what I did. And he was like, you fucking asshole. And the dude that he was rocking with that was in the joint started laughing. And he was like, you fucking laughing. And slapped the shit out of the dude, his boyfriend. And then walked out of the dorm. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, Pearhead didn't like me because of that. So he called himself provoking me. So I come to the mess hall a little bit late. And this is what happens. Like normally with the cops, if you get to the mess hall late, you get put on the shittiest job, which is the car wash, the place where you wash the trays and shit like that. So I get there a little bit late. Pearhead got like half of my trays stacked up. So I come and I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, what's up, Pearhead? I'm like, thank you, you're doing my job for me. Good looking. Now get your ass in the car wash. And he's like, no, this is my job. And I'm like, yo, bro, you bet they about to walk up in this mess hall. Where this cop come around the corner, you know what I'm saying, and you causing this, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to put me back there. He's like, I don't care. Right? I'm like, yo, so I'll get next to him, and I'm like, I'm pushing him over. I'm like, yo, move away from the chair. And he's like, no, like that. And I'm like, oh, this nigga is, you really trying to get your fucking shit ripped, right? Yo, move. And now the mess hall's coming in. Sanchez, Jones, hit the car wash. I'm like, yo, you know what? After this shit is up, come out from the car wash after it's all done. I almost forgot, right? And then I seen his ass on the line, smiling from ear to ear, like just having a conversation. In my mind, it was slow motion, and he was laughing at me. I was burnt the fuck up because I hated working in the car wash. The reason why? Because they were recycling so many people, and a lot of dudes didn't know how to use the car wash, so I would have to be doing the job and teaching them at the same time. So I come out the car wash all wet up and shit, you know what I'm saying? And the last thing that they send the wash to the car wash is the paddles. You know what I mean? And the paddles is these big ass oars. You know what I'm saying? That because the pots that we cooking in the vats or steam kettles, they big enough to fit human beings in it. So we used to have to walk up you know what I'm saying? Like this little ladder and get on top of the food, like say, and then stir like this with the paddle. So you had the serrated paddles and you had the regular flat paddles. A flat paddle was just a piece of metal, you know what I mean? Like a rectangle shaped metal. And the serrated one was the one with the holes in it. It had like 6 holes. But it was real light. It was like cast metal. You know what I'm saying? Iron. So Pearhead, after the cops cleared it out and they got the, you know what I'm saying, the utensils and all that, I took that paddle, right? And I was like, yo, Pearhead. I was always catching him. He was so dumb. He turned around, my boys knew what I was gonna do. I'm like, yo, please don't do that, man. I was like, nah, I'm gonna just tap him. Like, I'm gonna just like clunk like that. But I got so mad and it was so light and I didn't think it was going. Yo, I was like, yo, Pearhead. He turned around. I was like, bow, right on his forehead again. Before the other knot. But the problem that happened this time was that his shit split. And the funny thing was that it went whoop and then had a little split. No blood came out that shit. And he's like, you fucking asshole, and start chasing me. Dudes is in the mess hall laughing. I'm jumping over the counters, over behind the tables, holding the chairs like, yo, man, don't blow up the spot. Don't blow up the spot. You feel me? Get him some ice. You dig? Got him some ice. But that was a funny story about Pez. The point is this, right? homosexuality in jail is consensual almost all of the times. Even when you think it's not, it do be. Especially with them cats that's doing life, that gave up hope in life and they don't care what somebody think about them. Once you get to that point, like Kareem did with Pepsi, we in Attica. Hold on for a second. Salute. Too Real. What's up, Mario? Hey, damn, Pearhead, why you do him like that? I violate that nigga. You know what I'm saying? I tell you worse stories than that, bro. Y'all got, yo, we had Freddie, right? I had Freddie. We used to, I'm gonna keep it 100. We used to argue over Freddie. Who gonna be able to use Freddie? And I'm gonna tell you who Freddie was. Freddie was a baby rapist. He was a pedophile. He was a known pedophile. A lot of people didn't like him. Freddie, when I was in Collins, was a skinny motherfucking pedophile motherfucker with no teeth. You know what I'm saying? And what's so crazy is he used to put them fake teeth in the guy like this all the time, right? Freddie was a cornball. He had about 17 years in this shit, and he was like kind of like slow or whatever. But Freddie had a big ass mouth. He would curse you the fuck out real quick. He'd call you a nigga and everything. He couldn't control his mouth. And what we used to do was use Freddie as the dishwasher, because my team had about 8 dudes. Now, what I mean about the team, my cooking team, you know, this cat puts in the rice, this guy puts in the Jack Mac. We had a team that we ate, 4 or 5 times a week, and then on the weekends, you know, it would just be like tuna fish. It would be snack stuff. But then we have all these dishes because you got 8 dudes. So we pay a dude stamps to wash the dishes. And whoever team Freddie was on, that's who he really rocked with. So Freddie be the nigga to do the doja moves. You know what I mean? You throw all the bangers in his cell. You know what I'm saying? Put all the knives, put all the weed, everything in Freddie's cell. And when Freddie used to get out of control, because sometimes he would cheat on us. You know what I mean? Like Freddie would get hard. And then next thing you know, he over there chilling with the Latin Kings. It'll be like 5 Latin Kings, and then he'll see me walk past and he'll just like put his head down, and I'll be like, yo, and then Latin Kings, because we all fuck with each other, be like, yeah, we got Freddie for a week. You know what they used to do to Freddie, man? Man, Freddie ran back to us after Latin Kings was finished with him. They called him Officer Freddie. They gave your boy a chino jacket. You know what I'm saying? A chino jacket is like one of those green state jackets. Somebody took a fucking marker and put Sergeant, you know what I'm saying? Sergeant stripes on Freddie chino jacket. And they'll be like, Freddie, hit the deck. You know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker will go throw that jacket on, take a plastic knife, put it in his mouth like this, get on the floor, slam Freddie on the floor. Get busy, Freddie. He'd be on the floor like this, crawling like this. On his stomach. Yo, the whole dorm, we all laughing. Motherfuckers jumping on top of the locker like, get out of there, Freddie. Get out of there. Don't let him get you, Freddie. And he'll have the face as if he was really in war. He'd be like this. Boom. And then he'll come by my section. Oh, you already know what time it is. Boom. Put my feet on his back. We got him right here. Turn the car wash on. The car wash inside the dorm is not like the car wash in the mess hall. And we call it the showers car wash. Because think about it as 2 sides with water coming down. But when you turn all the showers on, the fucking floor is wet. Take shampoo, put it all up in the floor, and I'm talking about a floor that's here 30 feet long. You know what I mean? And then dudes will soap up the bathroom. Everybody be in the bathroom ready for Freddie. And then we'll grab Freddie. I'll have my foot on his back. And I'm like, yo, come get Officer Freddie. He needs distraction. You know what I'm saying? And then my boys will come, grab him, and be like, no, please don't do it. No. Now, because he know what we going to do. Take him by his hands and his feet and be like, 1, 2. God forbid they had cameras and cell phones at the time. 1, 2, 3, go, Freddie! And he'll be sliding, he'll be trying to stop it, but it's too slippery, and then he'll just slam the wall. Boom! Crush, and do it again. Dudes used to get victimized. Think about it, man. You're a young kid, 16, 17, 18, you growing up in jail, man, there ain't shit to do but to fucking beat people up and violate pedophiles. There's no way. How do you find out what they in for? Because sometimes you have what they call a paper party or a paperwork party. And those paperwork parties follow you through your bed. People find out about your case. You know what I'm saying? It's easy to find out somebody's case. You know what I'm saying? Why? Because if you want to find out my case, all you got to do is go to New York State inmate lookup. If you know somebody's name, you just type it up and you can find out exactly what they're in jail for. It's simple. You want to see? Let's go to it. Let's do it. Let's do it right now. Give me somebody that you think you know. You know what I'm saying? That you know from jail. And I'll show you what their case is about right now. Let's go. Give me a second, though. I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna show you how easy it is to find out somebody's case. Yeah, Freddie, Officer Freddie. That's what we call. Oh man, that shit used to be so funny, man. I violated a lot of people in jail, man. Oh, Freddie, get busy. Make them clean up everything, man. Oh boy, hold up. So who y'all want me to look up? Alan Kennedy. Okay, we're gonna look up Alan Kennedy. Is he in New York? You said New York State? Okay. Let's look it up. New York State inmate lookup. I was looking up some people. James Grant. Let me look that up. Oh, California. I'm going to get to California in a second. Let me look up New York real quick. Wax Dog said, look up James Grant. James Grant. I know somebody named James Grant. We call him Black. But James Grant is a popular name. You know what year he was born in? First name? James. Wax Dog. Do you know his middle initial, the year he was born, or his DIN number? I'm gonna show you how easy this shit is, man. And then, people, you gotta understand something about the system. The system, we got something that you call kites. Okay. Police tell you also, oh yeah, the police would be the first ones to tell you. And then to make sure the police ain't capping, you basically go and look the shit up too. You know what I'm saying? Or you have your people. Your people be busting these moves for you. Let me just look up James Grant. Wax ain't said nothing yet, but I could put it back in. I could put it in once he says something. And Raymond Chatterfield, San Diego. Chesapeake, Virginia. Oh, you said Virginia? Okay, let me just look. California. Let me do hers first. California inmate search. And she says Alan Kennedy. That sounds like a new a name too. Okay, let's go here. Let's go here. All right, offender, inmate locator. Wow, rehab is committed to continue with a boom, 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 boom. Identification. Gotcha. Shut the fuck up. Please read these nuts. All right, agree and proceed to search. Okay, last name. Damn, they looking for that. Oh, no, you don't got the number. Okay, last name. Let me just see the last name. She says Alan Kennedy. Damn, that's a... Alan Kennedy. Let's look up this nigga. See what the hell he was locked up for. You know what I'm saying? Damn, you can't do something better than this? Like, when did he get locked up? 1 of 3. Next search. I see. Oh, no, let's go back, boss. 1 of 3. Let's see. How do I go to the next page? Next page. Aha. I don't see no Alan so far. See a lot of Kennedys. There's no Alan Kennedy. Okay, Chesapeake. James Grant. James Grant. Virginia. Chesapeake, Virginia. VA prisoner search. Oh, I found out some fucked up shit about some people that I found. You know what I mean? Like if I show y'all some cases that you know about, that you might have heard about, deep offenders, incoming offenders, probation and parole, interstate connections, release programs, offenders under. I don't know how to look this up. Let me see, maybe something down here. Oh, there we go. Okay, bro said. Oh, I did the wrong one. Raymond Chatterfield. James Grant. Grant. Oh, no. Grant. I'm interested in this now. I want to see what this nigga up in jail for. No offender match was found using the information that was provided. They probably need some more shit. Okay, he's been in and out forever, or maybe this month he's out. Might be JR Jr., not sure. Okay, alias. Middle name, alias. Where he from? Okay, what's his age? Bro? Wax dog. Because they got that option too. Race, is he black? Okay, let's just say black. Black, sex, male. And what age? From age from to age 2. If you see this part right here. Let me see. See it right there? Age from to age 2. How make this shit get small again? My bad. Give me 1 second, y'all. Shit. None. How do I make this shit small again? Oh, I guess that's as small as it goes. So he's in his 40s. Let's just say 40 to 50. 40 to 50. Locate. No offender match was found. Oh, I don't know, bro. I know in New York you could do it. You want to look like New York? If you tell me somebody's name in New York is easy as fuck. You know what I'm saying? He's in there right now. Think on the violation. Would have showed it, but I don't got the right information. And James Grant, I don't know. Who else y'all want to know about? You know what I mean? I'm waiting for a motherfucker to say me. Oh boy, you're gonna see 2 state bids with me up in this motherfucker. I'm a 3-time offender. Miss Michelle, what state you in? What's up, Vixens? Purge. You, if it's New York, Michelle, I'll do it. You see how hard them other places is. With this shit, you can put anything. Like, you see how simple it is? Okay, California, let me look at you. What's your name? What's your name? What's your sign? As soon as he buy that wine, I just creep up from behind. Yeah, show me, I got you. Hey. 3 bodies? Damn. Miss Michelle. Oh, you a dude, Miss Michelle? What the fuck? Okay. Oh, not you? Oh, Raymond Chatterfield. Let me look up her thing real quick. Chatfield. I ever told y'all about that murder? You see what it says? It says no records found matching that criteria. I guess you gotta have their number. You see this up here? The last name, because there's so many. But let me see the first name you said. Raymond. Let's put Raymond. If you know his middle name, that'll be a good look. Hey, I come from the battlefield. Now I'm online looking for that Raymond Chatterfield. I don't know who this cat killed. I guess Mac could chill and stop looking them up. Start cooking it up. Hey, listen, I don't see him. And this is the CDCR inmate locator, public inmate locator system. Michelle, you always saying you an old lady. I remember you telling me that. Old is a state of mind, man. Me and Warpath was talking about that earlier. I told Warpath, I'm like, bro, you look like a whole kid. He's like, no, I don't look right for the camera, bro. I got shit to do, bro. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? So, that's Warpath. He just hit me just now. Let me say what's up to this group. I see if I could add him to my stream, because I asked him if he wanted to go live earlier. I completely forgot to hit him back. You know what I'm saying? So see what the bro do. But yeah, it's easy to look somebody up. That's the thing. It's stupid easy. Miss Michelle, he murdered his grandmother and uncle. Damn. I met a dude that murdered his grandmother and his grandfather. That's crazy. I wonder if I could log in from this thing and then use that phone to... I don't know, man. I don't know. That's cutthroat. Yeah, that's cutthroat. I seen certain things that's worse than that. Some guys walk around in the prison system and you only hear some of the story. You don't really, you know what I mean? I think we're gonna go live from give me one more second. My bad, y'all. My bad. You know what I'm saying? I forgot he said he wasn't going live because he wanted to shave and all that. And which that dude look like fucking Warpath look like he's 10 years old. I'm like, niggas would fucking kill himself to try to get. All right, let's He murdered his grandmother. It's cutthroat. Anybody say that? So anyway, one of the other things when I came home from doing my little time or whatever, that was shocking or I had to get used to was what I had to learn that everybody is not gonna get it. Like, you know, my mentality or my respect. You know, we put all these fake ass barriers up that don't help us, you know, move forward in terms of interacting with people. We do some jail shit. We be on some jail shit. You know what I mean? Like, and you come out, it's hard to escape that jail mentality. Let's put it that way. Because you wear it so long, it seems like it's just normal. You feel me? And when somebody tell you that that's not right, man, that's abnormal, man, that you're doing that, you don't see it. You don't see it for yourself. You really, really got to bump your head a bunch of times before you realize that wasn't the good look. You understand me? My case, I got 2 armed robberies. You know, I got 2 armed robberies from, I had other charges. A lot of my charges beat. I never had like you know, none of them weird shit. I'm a traditional crook. I rob niggas and sell drugs. You know what I'm saying? Get in my way, I'll shoot you. That's all I ever had. So I come from that school of thought. I never really had a word. I was always accepted by fucking gangsters. You know what I'm saying? So that's my case. And you don't know my Instagram, follow me on Instagram because, you know, I do respond to that. And then that's a real way. If you ever want to get in contact with me and you want to make something happen in real life, hit me on the Instagram. Send me your, I used to give people my email address, but a lot of people, you know, I got so many different emails going to that shit and business. that your shit could get lost. But Instagram, I normally at the end of the day go through that and look at that. And like I said, if you give off the right vibe, and it seemed like we could build and talk and shit like that, I'll they go Warpath right there. Go to church show. Let me tell you what Warpath said. And for y'all that don't know, Warpath and Wax Dog, Warpath, that's my nigga, right? From the beginning, he was telling me, dude, he was like, yo, bro, why don't you do your own fucking content, bro? Everybody here know Warpath. I'm like, yo, I'm gonna get to it. Everything that he told me to do, I did the opposite. I fucked up. I basically try to, and there's a guy that I deal with right now. I'm trying to help him grow his channel, and we was talking about this earlier too. And everything that I tell him to do, he tweak it and he doesn't do it the right. He tweaks it to what he thinks or his guesstimation of success is going to be. And just like this, imagine, we was talking about this too. Imagine this is the ladder. Excuse me. This is what you want right here. This is your goal. Boom. Now somebody that you know has this, right? And this is what you want, right? Let's just say it's cash, immediate. And this person has a lot of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, the common denominator between this person, you know what I'm saying, and you is that y'all came up together. You dig? But he evolved and got to this size. You know what I'm saying? Now you're over here, this size, you feel me? And you have sense. You don't have nothing. You know what I mean? But you really don't got no sense. You got sense. If that makes sense. All right. So you want to go here. Boom. You want to go here. And instructions. And I'm talking about the correlation of when Warpath first started talking to me and me not listening and not really even like paying attention to the game that I was being given. You know what I'm saying? What I did, I had other things going on and I didn't see the relevance of this. But this person has this. Y'all come from here together because he was right here with you. Matter of fact, he was smaller than you. Y'all was sharing fucking potato chips and stuff like that. So he has all the willingness to make you get here. He wants you to get here because when he travel, he wants you to be able to move with him. He wants you to move at his speed, at his limit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, at his pace, excuse me. Now, he say to you, in order to get up here, it's a small climb on this ladder. You got to get on this ladder. This ladder, though, it's real small. Let's just say it's a 2-foot ladder. And you can literally take your feet and walk up to the 4th step and then get to this. It'll be easy. But he's telling you, in order for you to get here, the fastest way to get here is not for you to step over or jump up to the top floor, a top step, and then, you know, get there. You're going to have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And then this is guaranteed. You feel me? But you got to take these steps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, the first step, it might be, you know, this, or it might be one tactic. And the second step is this tactic. But the point that he's telling you is that if you do this, it's going to take you 5 minutes to get what you want. You know what I'm saying? Some people are so much in their fucking way that they would end up taking 50 years to get that, or trying to get it and won't ever fucking get it. You want to know why? Because in their mind, that's cool. What you're talking about first logic, that'll be 5 minutes. But if I take my foot and stick it up to the jump up to the top step, I'm going to be able to get whatever I want in 1 second. You know what I mean? And that's where the whole shit goes wrong. And you got to just, you know what I'm saying? You just got to say, oh, bro, I'm here for you if you need me, man. But, you know, it don't seem like you want to do it. Ha, fuck you. Ha, world. But I love you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But when you're ready, you know what I'm saying? Just know the door is open. Meanwhile, he's charging people to do the shit that we having conversations about. What I'm trying to say is that you got to pick up on game, and sometimes you could be in your own fucking way by assuming that you know something that you really don't. So the steps that you have to take has to be the steps that you have to be that you take. You have to take them the way the people that's telling you that you know what I mean, especially if they care, because the person that you get the most out of in life is a person that never asks you for nothing. When somebody's giving you something, they don't want nothing from you. That's a valuable motherfucker. What happens is we end up fucking relationships up because we gravitate towards the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And also too, we overestimate and we overjudge our own sense of character. We think that we know more shit than we know, and you end up pushing yourself back years and years. So big shout out to Warpath. I love you, bro, and I appreciate everything that you did. I mean, like, you probably could give this game to 10 other motherfuckers and they might not pick it up. Maybe 2 or 3 of us might have picked up, but us 2 or 3, we're going to be powerful with our message moving forward. And I'm always going to attribute, you know what I'm saying, what I do back to Warpath. Because I'm going to tell you something. When I was looking at all that jail shit with all these dudes and these fake ass stories and shit they was kicking, even the guys that you know with these name brand, they some name brand motherfuckers. When I bumped into Warpath channel, the one thing I did get, and I think that this is why I'm getting the type of subscribers that he's getting, is because even though we might wild out once in a while, I think that we represent motivation for people that want to change. I mean, it's not like we glorifying, you know what I mean, anything. I'm not into that. You feel me? And I think that that's why my relationship with people like Warpath is really important, because I can't have yes men next to me. Warpath done snapped on me a couple of times, right, bro? Tell him. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, I was trying to make sure. I'm like, oh, this motherfucker is who he say he is. So I think that really, really means something. It resonates when the person is who they say they is, and especially somebody that gives you something that never asks you for nothing. Fuck with that person. So y'all who ain't subscribed to Warpath on the lockout, go over there. He's about to put a tutorial out showing people how to get 1,000 subscribers in 30 days. And that's only going to be for the ones that's really serious. Everybody else will weed the motherfuckers out. The ones that really, really mean something. The ones that, because think about what you're giving them. If I'm showing you how to get 1,000 subs in 30 days, and this is something that normally takes 2 years, and you're serious about what you did, we building a network, because everybody that you help do that is going to love you forever. So that's quality relationships. So we're gonna do that soon, and I'm gonna serve as a testimonial for what he did, because honestly, I had 80 or 100 subscribers before he put me on. That nigga called me and was like, yo, bro, you got a fucking pen and pad? Yeah, I'm about to fucking put you on, bro. You gotta do it the way I tell you, though. You know what I'm saying? Like the other times I tell you do it. Do you got this? Do you got that? Yeah, I got it now. Okay, fine. This is what you're gonna do. Boom, 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 boom. And I follow that shit to a T. I messed up on one thing. Nigga said, don't go back and try to fix it. You're going to fuck up the algorithm. I tell other dudes this. You know what they do? I go look at their video just to check up on my little students and shit. And they constantly switching it up. And their views is crickets. Meanwhile, we going to grow. You know what I'm saying? And I'm so glad I don't have to stay in that box. Once they start thinking that prison shit, I'll go fishing with my son. Or fucking make a cooking video. Go to church though. What's your Instagram name? My Instagram name is @TheRealMacMean. @TheRealMacMean. Just like it's spelled up here. Right. Facts. That's why I love these kinds of channels. You know what I'm saying? I love seeing the personal growth. You can come from the bottom and live a regular, nice lifestyle. You do not have to stay down forever. I love it. And also, too, what I was thinking about, and when I was in my kitchen a little while ago, was thinking that a lot of things, life is short. We gonna be here for a couple of minutes and then we're gonna fucking die. And then when I was looking at the channel, I was feeling like, damn, let me go fix the channel up, let me do this. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just make something to eat. Because life is short. You know what I mean? I'm gonna just enjoy what I'm doing right here. I'm not gonna stress myself out trying to uphold something that is gonna stress me out. You know what I mean? So sometimes when you think about how short life is, it makes you think, when I think like that, I'll go in the room. This is what I'll do. Let me show you something. When I think about how life should, I take away from the desperation of what I think that I need to do, and then I'll do some shit like this. Hold on. I'll go over here to my son who he's sleeping right now. What's up, Papa? I don't mean, but I do this because I gotta wake him up so he can go pee pee. Anyway, you ready to go pee pee? And I'll just sit with my son, and then I'll slap him in his face like this. I'm like, yo, Papa, you know I love you, right? You sleep? You ready to go? Huh? You ready to go eat? You ready to go eat? Ready to go outside? It's time for school. You heard? It's time for school, Papa. You ready to go say pee pee? Love you, man. I'm sorry. Come on, go take pee-pee. What time is it? It's 2:45. Oh, you went to pee-pee at 12. My bad. I thought it was earlier. I'll do shit like that, you know what I'm saying? And then be like, okay. I'll just sit there with him for 5 minutes just looking at him, you know what I'm saying? And my little man. And it'll just make me slow down and be like, damn, all right, okay, cool. So, I don't know why I was talking about that, because I'm getting high. And y'all know I'm all over the place, baby. So, let me see people saying, Vixens, facts. We here, bro. We here, bro. Of course. All right. Oh shit, K-Rock pull up. Cut open room. That's why I love these kind of channels. Vixens. Never been to a jail, prison ever, but these type of channels are so inspirational for me. You can come out the system and thrive, and anything is possible. Yes, you are. I mean, you can have whatever you want, but the reality is that most dudes, let's just say 80% of them fall victim to recidivism, meaning they go back. You know what I mean? I put on my IG that story that we about to really show people how to grow on YouTube in 30 days. Facts. It's a dope look. It's a dope look. And you want to know something? You could get even more than that. If the whole idea, you know what I mean, War, and I think we was talking about this shit earlier when we was kicking it, is that if you just want followers, niggas can show you how to get a bunch of subs real quick. You feel me? And the watch time. But the thing is that at the end of the day, like you are, I mean, basically you play with the idea, like what is my channel going to be about? You know what I mean? Like I don't want it to be based off of this, you know what I'm saying? So, and it's hard because it's hard forcing content, you know? This is what Warpath going to tell you, yo, I'm taking a break, bro. You know what I'm saying? My hand don't look good, but when you come back, you're going to come back strong. Mario, you see my boy? Warpath don't be showing me no love, bro. Thank you, Warpath. You know what I'm saying? And I you know, like, I don't think that I understood the power of it. You know what I mean? I probably would have moved faster. But the thing about me is if I'm not going to be balls deep, pause, then I'm not fucking with it. You know what I'm saying? Because when I fuck, I like to grab here and bite and, you know what I mean, and stuff like that. I like to go all the way in animal style. I help dudes get over 80,000 facts and didn't even get a thank you shaking my head. It don't matter. It don't even matter, bro. Cause I know, you know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, it comes back. It comes back. The blessings is always gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? These cats is what they is. And like I said, he might have been one of those dudes that just want the subs. You feel me? You know we could play with these titles, Warpath. We could just, you know what I'm saying? Like I know how to play with it now. I know how to do it. And I know how to title it perfectly to grab that fucking attention. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta understand that that's a bag of energy that you might not be able to carry, you know? Some shit that you don't want to invite in your house. You remember the old movies? They say, you know what I mean, the only way a vampire could get in your house is if you invite them in. You know what I'm saying? Some things and some entities you don't want to be letting into your life, you dig? And some of that energy is so depressing after a while that it will take your life, especially them cats that don't got other things going on in their life. You know what I'm saying? Like they don't have nothing. They depend on YouTube to make their money, so they have to force negative content, let's put it that way, and lies, a whole bunch of lies. A lot of these dudes that got channels that's popping, cold-blooded cowards in jail. But the people that know them don't want to say anything. They're just like, oh, it is what it is. It's like me watching Freddie that we used to slam in the fucking shower. Or, you know what I mean? Freddie got a channel, and he up on the channel talking about, yeah, man, I remember when I was up in Attica in 96. I was in Attica in 96. You know what I'm saying? I remember when we used to eat, we used to have like 10 people. Everybody, no, you was washing the dishes, nigga. I remember. Don't make me come. But they depend on these dudes that can verify or discredit these stories to be dead. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the dudes just die, or they not keen to be on YouTube, or you would have noticed that they was around. But a lot of us is just sitting in the cut, just paying attention. Like me, I paid attention to dudes. I studied the character of these dudes, and then I realized I didn't want to fuck with them. So it was Mel Cross that I was liking, and I was like, I'm gonna try to help Mel Cross grow his channel. At the same time, I was looking at Warpath channel, you know what I'm saying? Because I like this vibe. Sometimes he used to go, Warpath would sit there and for 2 minutes, don't say shit, and I'll still sit there and I'll come back. You know what I mean? Because it's the quality of what you're hearing. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like what I think people look for us for is what I was looking for when I seen his channel. Saying, damn, this nigga is like a regular dude, you dig? And I know who he is, and he probably don't even know that I already know who you are, bro. You know what I'm saying? You already verified in my book, but now you're doing this. How are you doing this, and how is this working for you, and how is this growing? I'm one of those niggas that'll come in the block and see what's going on and be like, oh, this going on. I'll be quiet, and I'll be like, okay, he's the tough one. You know what I mean? Like, that's the one I'm going to get at. Well, it could either be I'm going to send you the fuck up out of here because I think there should be a new program in here, or is I'm going to try to develop a relationship with you as opposed to doing it how thugs do it. I'm a gangster. I'm not going to look at you and then act tough and then, you know, it lead to a war. I'm going to look at you and then introduce myself and let you know what I can offer. You know what I'm saying? And in business world, this is how I land on my feet. Whenever I do business with somebody, I put money in their pocket before I ask them for anything. And ultimately, that's what me and Warpath is doing. You know what I'm saying? With the or what he's doing that I'm going to be kind of like involved with, because it's his idea. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just supporting the idea. It's something that he's already been doing. We're just going to put it to people in a different way. We're just going to monetize it a different way. So on the channel, he might be giving free game up, and you could take it or leave it. But then we're going to put a webinar out for people that actually want to learn this shit in serious. So that way you can weed through the people that might want to know about it and don't want to know about it to the people that actually want to apply themselves. You know what I'm saying? And application is everything, because you got the thought, then you have the application. You have to apply. Give me a second, y'all. I'm going to run up some of these views for my streaming for a song that I've got. Let me show y'all something real quick. What I'm talking about that I got. Because you don't actually own your music until you register it. You feel me? So, and registering your music is like this. Once you register your music and your music gets streaming online streaming, people watching your video, and that's where the dude Hassan Campbell gets money, because he plays a song in the beginning. That song is monetized. You feel me? And it's streaming, so it runs up the streams every time he plays it on his show. This is the reason why. You don't own your music until you register it. And you have to own the publishing. Now, with me, I own a publishing company under ASCAP, right? And what that means is that every time I do music and I register it, boom, boom, boom. Let me not show y'all my shit. Wow. Y'all can see a little bit, but not everything. Well, you ain't gonna know the password anyway. The password is D's Nuts 20,016. Ooh, invalid login. D's Nuts doesn't work. Let me see. Capital D's. Capital D's. Nuts. N-U-T-Z. Nuts. We got action. It's time to get up in there. All right. Now, artists, you don't own your music until you start registering. Now, this is one of the things that I do. And one of the things I want to talk to you about, Wax Dog, because I see you into the music and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit right here is nothing in here. There's no money in here or anything, because I didn't attach nothing to it. But let me show you what I am going to do. The works. You see this? I can add a work to this. Well, basically, ASCAP legitimizes your music. You can, you know what I'm saying? And most 99% times artists doesn't even have an ASCAP. You know what I mean? Like a account. They don't, because you have to register it and you have to prove that you are a musician. You feel where I'm coming from? So this is a way to again, I lost my train of thought. Anyway, fuck ASCAP. But let me put that's what it is. You got some plans. Let's put it that way. Facts, K-Rock. Too real for you, Mario. Same thing. You know, war do his thing. Yeah, YouTube gets ugly. Dudes get gassed up, and it's crazy. I know dudes be lying Pinocchio in the face. Yeah, we have those conversations all the time, like of who's lying and who not. But now it's like, yo, listen. He said, I got the password. Now it doesn't even matter what they talk about because they're dying out. You gotta think about it, right? Okay, they're dying out because okay, look. Let's say, for instance, if you only have one type of thing to talk about, if you have nothing to offer in any kind of way, your traffic gonna fizzle out. It'll fizzle out me. If I'm looking at you for certain things, and then it gets tiring to me. I don't want to hear about that shit no more. And then you try to switch it up, and it's still destructive. And then it starts seeming like some soap opera shit. Especially when you watch these gangbanging niggas. Man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, no disrespect to niggas that gangbang, because my brother and everybody else is fucking gangbangers. But watching the gangbangers on YouTube, it be so gay. They're like, he said this and he said that about me and all that. Nigga, you was sucking penis in jail, Holmes. And I cut your boy, and you know I cut him. You know I cut him bad, too. You know what I'm saying? Open his ass up, grab him on the gate, and then pull his head to the gate, and then rip him open, and he was yelling like a fucking, like Diana Ross. You know that. And I was going to do it to you, too, but you know what I'm saying? You be like, why y'all arguing? Y'all could do whatever y'all want. Nigga, you could fucking just get merch and put the merch down and just talk about coming home from jail and the things that you have to do. And then these niggas is like me. They ain't been in jail forever. I'm telling you things from my recollection because people like to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? But think about it. What am I talking about? I'm talking about 1991. What year is this? 91, 2001. Wait, 91, 92, minus the 3. Damn, it's like 30 divided by... This is like 30 years ago. You know what I'm saying? These are old ass stuff. 94. Let me see. 90, they already talk about 94, 95, 96. 90. And I was in that motherfucker. But let's say 94 times 1 minus the 8. I ain't go far in, you know what I mean? Like school when I was young. I went to college later on, but they wasn't teaching that shit. You know what I'm saying? A long time ago. And that shit is like, it doesn't get the credit. So for me, if it doesn't serve as therapy, then it don't work. Like when I did my first interview with Warpath was the first dude I did. We purposely stayed away from the drama. Even though we behind the camera, we spoke about a lot of shit. The way he did it encouraged me that I could move forward. You know what I'm saying? You feel where I'm coming from? It's like, okay, there's a way for you to do this without like disrespecting everybody or gaining enemies. That's crazy. Steven, what's up? I got the password. Yeah, now they beefing with female channels. Oh, I heard. It's disgusting. The female, yeah, I heard. What you gonna do? Punch her in the face and rape her? What the fuck? It's too real for you. Or they did nothing in the streets. Just talking about jail in the streets can't do that. Yeah. Yeah, stand tall. Check this out, right? A lot of shit that you do, like some of these dudes, what happens is you get in jail. I was born for this shit. Let's get to it. That's right. You get in jail, these cats will be telling you all of these stories of what they doing in the street. Hit the like button if you ain't do it already. Let's get 20 at least. These niggas are telling you about what they had in New York. The wildest shit is when you come home from jail and there's somebody that used to talk, because I read through this shit. My bullshit meter is all the way up. You feel me? I'm bullshit proof. Matter of fact, I'll act like I'll make you think that you can bullshit me, and I'm super chess player. You know what I'm saying? So I'll set you up for the later. You know what I mean? For the mate later. But I'll listen to a lot of these cats, and they tell you all these wonderful stories. You come home from jail, and the first thing they do is ask you for $1. Or they messed up, or they going through this. And you know something? At first, I used to enjoy that. I used to enjoy seeing you be what I thought you wasn't. Like, I mean, what I thought you was, which was a bum ass motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? And you can't believe these cats because they'll make up all type of stories. And then they come home and they was straight up. You ain't never going to hear ever in your entire fucking life. I don't give a fuck when nobody tell you, nobody's even going to come to you and play with you like that when it come down to my name. They ain't going to never tell you no shit like that with me. I ain't, you know, in the beginning, when I first got the C-74, I went through the shit like everybody else. You feel me? I ain't never get robbed. A nigga ain't never take nothing from me or nothing like that. But I went through the bumps and shit just like everybody else. You know what you do, how I looked in C-74 when I got there? Imagine being 16 years old, right? And then 91 and 92, there was so many bodies dropping in New York. There was anybody right now, if you got a chance, look up the murder rate in 1992 or 1991 in New York, and then that's gonna tell you what type of fucking niggas that you was about to be locked up with. All you heard was in the street, C-74 adolescents at war, right? Which is the 16-year-olds to the 18-year-olds in C-74. My first time entering C-74 was 1991. 2 times. And at this time, they had these mods called Mod 5 and Mod 6. And Mod 5 was hit the like button if you ain't do that yet. If you fuck with me, hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? We need some blue fists. Now, peep this. I'm trying to get rich. Now, on one end of the building, you had Mod 5, and then you had Mod 7, and then Mod 9, and I think Mod 11 that you went downstairs. But in between that, then you had like 2 block. You know what I'm saying? Mod. It was like mods. I forgot. It's like mod. You have Mod 6, Mod 4, upper and lower, then Mod 2. And then 6, 8, 10. And then you got Mod 10, which was like a dorm 2. Then you had Mod 7, 8, and 9, because Mod 9 was the worst mod to be in. Mod 7 was the mental, like MO house. Mod 8 was the Queen's house with Fat Cat and them in there. Mod 9, I was up in there, just kidding, Bam was there, my boy Chino. One side was Brooklyn, one side was the Bronx. On the Brooklyn side, you had Sterling and some other cats or whatever. But my first time being there was in 91. And all you heard was that these adolescents up in there ripping people's faces up, giving them $1.50s. That's all you heard was violence. So when you got there, the first thing you do was smell pine. You know what I mean? I remember the first day it smelled like mothballs in the cell. And then everything was there. You see these young cats, you know what I mean? Like you could tell they're mentally like way ahead of you. You did? These niggas walking around, you like, what the fuck is going on here? And you get in the hallway and this alarm. As soon as you get there, they like, yo, get on the wall. The turtles is coming. I'm like, who the fuck is the turtles? You know what I'm saying? I never heard about the turtles. They running down the hall. And then sometimes they used to march. And when I was in HDM, I'm gonna keep it and in the Fort Bell, when you seeing turtles marching, boom, boom, they be marching like this. Right? In a line. And then they'll be like, everybody face the wall. They'll make your feet, the tip of your feet, gotta touch the wall. You know what I'm saying? And your forehead gotta touch the wall. You know what I mean? And you can't. I remember the first time I looked this way and was like, who the fuck? Get the fuck up. I'm like, what the hell? Then you see these grown ass men in there, because I'm thinking I'm gonna be around adolescents. You know what I mean? When I was in Spofford, I was around all adolescents. I get a C-74, and I'm with these cats. I'm like, yo, why is these grown ass? I'm like, these dudes don't look like no adolescents. These niggas look like grown ass men. This nigga got mad muscles. I'm this thin. I'm like, oh no. I gotta get me a knife quick. The first knife that any one of us had in jail was a toothbrush. You be in the receiving room, sharpen that shit up because you know as soon as you get there, it's on and popping. Now I get the Mod 5. Because that was adolescent then. After that, I mean reception. They made it Mod 6 in 92. But 91, it was Mod 5. And Mod 5, you get the Mod 5, what dudes used to do that was in the building for a year, 2 years fighting murders and shit, they would get sent to Mod 5 on purpose. I don't know how they was doing it, but they was like, because you'll come in there and everybody's new. You ain't supposed to be there more than a week. And everybody's brand new, begging for cigarettes, trying to look. And then you'll see 1 or 2 dudes, 3 mattresses, 5 pillows, looking comfortable. Everything. I mean, they look like they are comfortable in this bitch. The only thing you think about is how I'm going to get out. And it looks like this motherfucker is working on how to stay in that bitch. Anyway, the case I was fighting a robbery back then. I had bailed out on a robbery and then got locked back up on 3 robberies. You know what I'm saying? So they caught me in 92, maybe in May. You know, so I go right back to the 4 building. So a lot of the cats that I seen that came through the 4 building with me back then, now they got little names and shit because I was gone for about 6-7 months. Now I'm coming back home. C-74, Mod 6. I think I know something. Now they come to Mod 6 and they telling us, yo, there was a captain named, this was an officer at that time. She became a captain later. Her name was Miss Abdul. She comes there with this CO named Rodriguez, and they're pitching this program to us from Mod 6, right? About Mod 4. And I'm going to tell you about Mod 4, how Mod 4 started and Mod 2. I was one of the first people in that program. And I'm going to tell you. Let me go back a little bit. 29 years ago. Thanks for that math, K-Rock. K-Rock, the ruler. Karen, love you. You've been holding me down, stand tall on Warpath. I was born for this shit. Right? Yeah. I'll tell y'all a story about Warpath if y'all want me to. You know what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna tell you a story. I wasn't with Warpath. I only know what I heard from through Dizzy. Wild little Spanish nigga giving the Bloods problems. There was only 2 probably at that time though. You know what I'm saying? So you had to know about them at least. Yo, I'll be right back. Have to go do a drive-by on someone's channel. Yeah. Tell me who. Yo, hit me, bro. Cause as soon as I get off of this, I'm gonna talk to Wags Dog for a second. He's still up. And then I'm gonna get with you. Stay at Vixens. Too good for you, laughing. I have a mask on, haha. Murder Mar 9, big facts. Murder Mar 9. I'm gonna tell you who's in Murder Mar 9, man. One side was Bronx, one side was Brooklyn. If you was a Bronx nigga and you got put on the Brooklyn side by mistake, they was gonna have a party with you. There was only one dude I ever seen go on the Brooklyn side and didn't get beat the hell up that wasn't from Brooklyn. His name was Ron Mack. Bam, they wanted him. Bam was in there for like 3-4 years, and Bam had that shit on lock. Anybody that was in the C-74 in 92 and 93 and didn't say that they didn't know Bam was in there and had that shit on lock. I'm talking about Fruquan and what's the nigga name? That Shushan couldn't go up in Mod 9. They was on, and Bam ran with nothing but Spanish people. Bronx, that's how we is, man. That's why it's hard for a lot of Bronx niggas to get with that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, we don't like this Spanish gang type shit because we grew up with too many. So Bam was up in there, one of the only black niggas that running with 20 Puerto Ricans. If you came in there, you was getting washed up and robbed. I don't give a fuck if you was the biggest shooter. Bam and Ken, Bam wouldn't even get off his bed. You know what I'm saying? Smoothest motherfucker ever. He probably home by now. Bam had a quarter, 25 years of life. Then this is Terrence's brother. Wax Dog, if you around, Terrence, that whatchamacallit, that your man Hassan Campbell be talking about, that's Bam Bam's brother. That's his little brother. Where was I? Okay, now they started this program called Mod 4. Mod 4 was going to be the program where they put inmates, young cats, and they'll you'll interact. Okay, so on one side you have 50 adults, and then the other side, actually, in the beginning with Mod 4, the Mark 4 lower was all adolescents, south and north side. And we was able, they will open up the doors and you can go freely back and forth all day. So if you was in Mark 4 on the south side, you could easily go to the north side and chill. And then you could also go upstairs to Mark 4 upper to talk to the adults. And adults would be basically the program. This is what the program was for. The program was, people thought that the program was safe. This program really wasn't safe. The program was worse than regular blocks. It was just that we knew it was a program. In order to maximize on the benefits that you get from this, you had to keep your shit low. So it led to a lot of, instead of outright thug gangster shit, it led to a lot of, whispering, extortion and stuff like that. And then, things like that. So once a day or twice a day, the adults will come and we'll be in the day room and then they'll be talking and they'll throw an issue out and then we'll be talking with these adult motherfuckers. I don't know how them niggas was gonna help us, but we'll be talking to them fucking criminals, getting all the bad advice, learning how to sharpen your shank up sharper, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit. And they started that program in Mar 4 Lower. It was kind of like we had a name, because a lot of people was just coming. It wasn't like niggas that was in 2 top, 4 top, and 4 upper, 4 main, 2 lower, you know what I'm saying? It was like cats that was coming right from, they was picking out guys from reception. So they thought that niggas in Mar 4 lower was herds. And niggas from Mar 4 lower, like we constantly set examples. We used to go to the mess hall early in the morning and everybody would have to get up. Yo, if you ain't on that mess hall line for breakfast to go bang out with another house and do the drive-by like Warpath probably doing right now on the motherfucker just to check these niggas' temperature, then you was on the menu. And then Friday night was fight night. We go inside like the COs let this happen. We had a CO named Bullock and there was another CO named Captain Boone. He was a captain and he used to come in. Captain Boone's the only nigga I know that never tied his tie up all the way. He always had it open. These niggas didn't give a fuck. Captain Boone would come down there and slap you in your face. Like, y'all fighting? Bow! It ain't Friday. You wait till that fight, gotta wait till Friday night. And I dead real used to be up in there every Friday night calling niggas out. I used to always call out somebody that thought they was tough. You know what I'm saying? And I knew they wasn't tough, and I knew that was the way to show that he wasn't tough. You feel me? To me, if you ain't put in the work, you wasn't tough. But a lot of dudes ran shit off of being loud, and then dudes had to expose them. And Friday night was the time where you did that. So we was always sharpening up our hand skills and whatever. And we had a lot of fights with other blocks because they thought that we went to school, but we was cutting dudes up in school. There was always alarms up there. They thought it was a good idea. It wasn't really a good idea. They should have just brought a teacher and brought him to the block. So yeah, that's my shit. I mean, we continue this later, man. I've been on this shit damn near 2 hours. I'm about to get off. Holla at Wags Dog, see if he pick up. He don't, then holla at Warpath. He don't, then I'm gonna get on this shit and do something else. You know what I'm saying? As always, I love building with y'all. If you ain't subscribed, if you see this later on, subscribe, stuff like that. Said, man, I don't remember the names like that. Only if you was with me, like Red Rum, Drip Drop. They were wild cutting everybody. I heard about Drip Drop. PR, Bam Bam. Oh, Porter Rock? Yeah. Tarzan? Yeah. Bar, Lynch. A lot of Brooklyn dudes. Tarzan. Bick or Bicko? Because I know about Bick. I don't know about Bicko. I was coming to see this guy named Finster in the 90s. Finster is my son. Knockout Finster. Did he died? Finster got murdered. You know what I'm saying? Baby Finster, I'm going to tell you about Finster. Finster was Shoe Shine Man. Finster came through with me. Me and Finster came through. We started in March 5 together. March 6. You know what I'm saying? I know, Boxing Bar. Yeah, Finster, man. That was my nigga too, man. I can tell you a bunch of stories about Finster. Finster had hands. He was a little nigga that had hands. Finster got his name up quick in jail. I ain't gonna lie to you. Name some names, and I'll tell you if I know them around that time. Give me a second so I'll get some juice real quick. I'll probably stay on for a couple more minutes. Just a couple of more minutes. I gotta get something to drink. Because I got the heat blowing under me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna take the phone with me.
Like me, nigga. Track,
Hit the like button. They know they're supposed to hit it. We're gonna start tracking them down, K-Rock. You hear me? And what is you doing up anyway, woman? My little black cat is sick today, man. I ain't gonna lie, man. She got me stressed out, man. My little baby squeezy, you know what I'm saying? My little mama squeezy, my lemon paper. Hey, yo, y'all not gonna believe how big my big cat is. I'll show you, you're not gonna believe it. I'm gonna call her up in here right now. Kitty, come on. Come on, Tita. Come on, mama. Mira, entiende mucho, pero hablo poquito, oíste. Yo estoy aquí para ti. ¿Entiendes? Mira, gato. Acting like I know some shit, right? Get some of this chicken stew. This chicken yada that I'm talking about. Some of this good arroz y habichuela, y pollo también. So, why I don't never have to go to the Cuchi Fritos? Because I'm right here. The Cuchi Fritos is in my house, bro. Up in the microwave. Now look at this big ass cat, y'all. She like a raccoon, right? Look how big this bitch is. Yeah. That shit funny, right? This is my baby. That's Kitty. That's Kitty Bin Laden. Right, mama? Bitch eat better than the motherfucking human. You know what I'm saying? So while my food is getting warm. Ragtop. Oh shit. Ragtop. Wow. Rag was in there in 92 too, y'all. Ragtop. I remember him. Man, she said Finster and Ragtop. But let me see, did Finster fuck with Ragtop? Ragtop was soft when he first came through, I ain't gonna lie, and then start popping off. A lot of us wasn't, I ain't gonna say soft, but we wasn't like turned the fuck up. Let's just put it that way. I had to leave Finster because he allegedly snitched on somebody. That was it was either Ty, they were saying something about, it was either Ty, Mano. It was one of them. I forgot who Finster used to, not Shoe Shine. I think it was Shoe. I think they were saying that something happened with Shoe. You know what I mean? My man Wild Bill. A lot of these cats came after me. I ain't gonna hold you. Okay, Uptown did magic also. He made balloons disappear. We made a move. He came back up with 4 balloons and you wouldn't believe how big they were. I looked at them like, how'd you get that? You already know what he did. He boofed that. Y'all wanna know, you wanna know what they mean when nigga boofed that? When you boof that, that means that, let's say for instance, if you wonder how dudes get razors into the court, they boof the razor. You know what I'm saying? Boofing the razor. I'm gonna tell you the first time I try to boof the razor. You know what I'm saying? Boof the razor, I didn't really know until later. I thought it was just cheeking it. It means putting the razor in your butthole so you can get to court. Now think about this. If a motherfucker is trying to put a razor in his butthole, what are you thinking about? You're thinking he gonna rip his asshole up, and what the fuck? That's number one. Not only you gonna rip your butthole apart, but let me ask you this. What the fuck is going on at court that you would risk that? You know what I'm saying? Your ass being ripped. Hold on. Okay. What's going on in court that you think that you got to put a razor inside your asshole, right? Okay. I'm going to tell you what happened with me. I had to cut this kid and shit, you know what I'm saying, over some bullshit. Ripped him open. And then maybe about months later, he started getting a name in the building. This is something that's bad. Like dudes that stay in the Bing for too long and dudes that stay in the house too long. What happens is those dudes that you got, your ops, is becoming stronger somewhere else. And when you get there, it's going to be on and popping. So when you go to court, most likely, you know what I'm saying, or there's a chance that you're going to see one of your ops. So you got to boof the razor. If you don't boof the razor and put the razor in your butt, you got to find a different way. Well, you got to find different material. We found out that the Gem Star razors, they were different. Now, if you the top of the razor, some of them was steel. Even though those was harder, you know what I'm saying? If you really want to go to war and wet a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? If I find a razor in here, I'm gonna show you how to spit a razor out. I'm dead ass gonna look for a razor just to show you. There's a video out there where I'm on the video with a rap video, and they show me spitting out a razor, like boom, spitting out the razor, you know. So I'm going to court, and I that dude, I ain't gonna lie, I was a little bit scared. This is a guy that I cut him 2 times, once in the face and once in the back. And I knew that when he seen me, especially after the movies I heard he was making, I knew it was going to be on and popping. And what happened was, I didn't want to break the top of my razor off and replace it with like some. I'm gonna show y'all how to wrap a razor. You know what? Let me write that down. I'm gonna show y'all how to wrap a razor up. Right? Okay. Let me explain this to you. You wrap it up in a way where you put tissue around it and stuff like that, and then you take plastic, like a plastic glove. You take the thumb, you pull the thumb off, and then you put your razor in. Yo, I'm feeding. Am I bugging? Am I giving them too much? Hold on. Anyway, when I tried it, I'm not gonna tell you exactly how to do it. You secure it in a way in plastic where it's like a balloon that they make to give drugs, and then you put it in your butt. Now, mind you, I got a virgin asshole. Ain't nothing ever go up in my ass ever. But if I don't try this, and I seen dudes just go, you know what I'm saying, bend down and then boom. I'm talking about face, like straight, nothing wrong. It's like, boom. And I'm like, oh, I could do that too. So when they get the court call, early in the morning, I have my shit wrapped up. And I go to the bathroom, and I'm like, okay, all right. I try to push that shit towards it. And I was like, wait a minute. This is butthole. Right? And this is the package, the razor. And I'm pushing it like this. And it feels like, to me, it feels like this. That this shit ain't going nowhere. And they like, Jones on it, you know what I mean? And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, why did I wait so long, you know what I'm saying, to do it? I felt like it was going to hurt so bad, so I wanted to do it right before there's time to call me for court. My man, I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, yo, you boofed that? I'm like, boof? Like, I think I did it the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see it. The shit is like this. I mean, but half the shape, but about this size. Excuse me. I think I'm on this phone. You know what I'm saying? Like this size. I'm like, all right, let me just see if I can take my finger and put it in. You know what I mean? Pause. I'm telling you, that's some real shit. I put my finger near my ass. My ass was like, never. I ripped that shit apart, boom, boom, boom. Went to my fucking bed. Under my bed, I took the fucking red. Now I'm taking a chance because if they would have really did a search that day, and it was so obvious to where my shit was at, so it would have messed it all up, right? It would found it. I went to court without an ox. Didn't see him, but that's what boofing the razor is. And dudes do that shit quick. They like boom, like you know what I mean? Like it's like that. So I never knew that when they say boof it, they was putting it in their ass. And every time niggas say I'm boofing it, I always look. I don't even give a fuck how tough or gangster nigga was. I always looked at him like, you homo, all up in your ass, nasty motherfucker. Oh, motherfucker. Ooh. Stinking ass. Dope stinking ass. Fingers smell like shit. You know what I mean? Anybody ever boofed the razor? Hey, don't boof the razor. Don't go to jail if you don't feel like boofing the razor. I mean, now these niggas are safe because they made it a charge. If what up, Rex? They made a charge if you cut somebody open. Back then, you cut whoever you want. You want to cut them up, brother? Come on, get the cutting. You just go to Bing. I'm gonna tell you when I told niggas stop sucking my dick, being that we told my butt. I used to be in a basketball court telling everybody suck my dick. Boom. Yo, you found me, suck my dick, suck my dick. My boy asked me when I came in the joint, he was an OG gangster named Ja. He was like, yo, you got skills, bro. I'm seeing you doing your thing. You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, you know what I mean? You got beef with that dude? Yeah. He's like, yo, you told him to suck your dick. I'm like, yeah, man, fuck that nigga. He said, you really want him to do that? And I was like, oh, he said, you should never invite the man to your dick. You know what I'm saying? And I never did it again. If I tell you suck my dick, it's because it's on and popping. Don't tell you that he said never say it. He said, don't say it unless you're ready to go to war. And I wasn't ready to go to war. I was just talking shit to somebody because I was upset. Hit that blue fish. I'm trying to get rich around this bitch. We need them blue hundreds. Rats again. Tanya, what's his name? What name? Who you talking about? What's whose name? Bro, I seen dudes get ripped crazy in court. Yup, dudes sleep. One speaking to him, he was smashing his boy girl, so he like, yeah, word, okay, ripped him crazy. He said to Shaolin, you got to wrap it up in tissue. I wrapped it in tissue. And it was too fat. It was too skinny. You know, oh, man, bro, it was a mess. It was a mess. I wouldn't even boof the weed, yo. You know what I'm saying? I remember I threw a whole ball of fucking weed away. You know what I mean? Because we had a way. I used to have a way. Okay, let me just show y'all something. Let me show y'all jail tactics. Okay, let's say, for instance, I want an example of a pack. Let's use this as the pack, right? This is the package that you got. You know what I'm saying? Now you coming off the visit floor and you don't want to boof it because you can't boof that ball. You know what I'm saying? I mean, some niggas could do it, and that's why I do get some people, you know, certain people to go to the visit and, you know what I mean, and get that pack. You feel me? Or they go on the visit the same day and then you pass them the pack and they take that big ass shit and put it where they, you know what I mean? Where the sun don't shine. Yeah, right? So when I couldn't do that, I used to take my underwears, right? And had the pack like this in my underwear. You dig? So when they tell you to pull your thing inside out and shake it, let's say for instance, hold on. let's say for instance, this is your drawers, right? Now peep it. This is your these brand new, I gotta freak these. This is your shit. When they tell you to turn your pants up inside out, you turn it inside out and you shake it and you hold it and it looks like nothing is in it. And then you off. But you gotta finesse it already. You gotta already have your clothes halfway off, like you about to, you know what I'm saying? It gotta be a performance. And a lot of times, let me just keep it 100 with y'all. Let me just be so sincere with you. When you've been in the jail long enough, a lot of times, that's a Rikers Island tactic I'm showing y'all. The cops don't really they don't want to see your balls in your ass. You know what I mean? They'll see you and they know who you are, and because they in the jail seeing you every day, they don't want to have an awkward relationship with you. You know what I mean? Especially if they really like you and they fuck with you, they ain't gonna really be like they're not gonna be like let me see them balls, lift the balls up. You know what I mean? That's really what they're supposed to do, but they don't do it. So you have ways when you do it. But Booth and the Raider, one time a dude boofed a whole banger. Dude had a whole banger. And guess what they did? What the cops did in the Beacon? They went in his shit. I don't know how you can go in somebody's shit and pull the banger out. But they was like, shit it out or we going in there. And we was on the cells. I'm talking about whole cell of motherfuckers like, yo, man, y'all do that shit, we gonna kill one of y'all. Y'all better not put your hands in that nigga ass. They went up in there with gloves and everything, came out and said, and everybody in the cell was like, oh, damn, he really did do that shit. Whole banger in his ass. When a nigga stick a whole banger in his ass, that means he's going to kill somebody. Facts. Let me explain something to y'all. Go follow on the Lockout, Warpath. Go follow my man Wax Dog. See him ride on fucking Hassan Campbell and call him out for his dumb shit. Plus other things like I do, like music and stuff, you know what I mean? He doesn't have a specific channel, you know what I mean? But he like beating up on the bullies like I do too. Then nigga Mario said, you gotta wrap it up in tissue. I thought you was gonna tell the OT, suck my dick. The person you had beef with that you wanted to boof the razor. Oh, I can't say his name. I could say his name, I'm not. His name was Two Lance. Wow, boy. And I think that I made him tough. I think he appreciated that I cut his ass. Cause he thought he was tough before he ran into me. He thought he was tough. And I gave him a warning because I liked him and he was cool. I was actually one of the first people that he met when he came through. But he's like one of those dudes, you know how you see some cats come through a jail and you put him under the wing and he doesn't leave that block for 8 months and he think that everything is sweet and don't even know that he's been under an umbrella. He was one of those dudes. So he got kicked out. He didn't really get kicked out of the whip. He just started fucking with some other niggas, you know what I'm saying? And slowly but surely, I started not liking him anyway, you know? I don't like loud, obnoxious people. Then I don't like niggas that was soft when you met them and now they bullying people and extorting people. I just don't like that. I don't like people that rob people. I'm not with it. And I came up like that. And it's normally people that came up like me that'll stop. Warpath was telling me earlier. He was like, yo, Mac, you know what type of nigga I am, bro? I'm like, yeah. He's like, no, you don't. I'm going to tell you something. Let's say you and your pregnant girl is walking, right? And you with me. And then some motherfucker come out and he do some shit to you, bro. You know, and you like, yo, man, we got shit going on, bro. Come on, let's go. You know? But then when we get down the block, I'm going to turn around and I'm going to go back and I'm going to boop, bop, boop, bop, bop, bop. And I'm going to come back like nothing happened. That's how I get down. And that's how I get down. I hate niggas that's bullies and all that, especially, and you know what? Honestly, too, when you have an established house, we would rather peace in the block as opposed to that all that wild shit. You wanna know why? Because when you doing wild shit, you eating last, you're the last ones to get your meal. You're on the burn. Commissary come, and let me tell y'all something. Newsflash: just because you go to commissary don't mean there's gonna be shit in there. Cops know that. I think they purposely under order shit so they can keep people on the burn. All right? I'm gonna show you what we did in the Beacon though. This is a time in the Beacon when we, like they had some houses that went out to eat, and then they had some houses to stay in. So the houses that went out to eat, they will burn them by making them, like say there was 6 houses that actually went to the mess hall to eat. If you fuck up, hit the like button, y'all. If you fuck up, they'll make you eat last. You'll get you know what I'm saying? But it got to a point. Oh no, this wasn't even in the Beacon. It just was like that in the Beacon, but more in green, because sometimes that food, that mess hall food, be hitting, man. You go get a piece of cake like this with the frosting like that, and the cake is there, and then you last. You know what happens? You get to the mess hall, and instead of that cake being there, they ran out of cake. So now they just got peaches, some fruit. They'll bust a can of peaches over, and that's your dessert. And then you'll be seeing niggas with the cake finishing it up in slow motion. I'm telling you, you'll be like, and you're looking at them fucking peaches. So when you're on the burn, you go last. What happened was every house agreed to be on the burn every day in green. So that's where them fires and cuttings and everything happen, because you don't know who's going to be last now. Average is going to be in order. A, B, C, D, through it, and then you know your time. And the one thing that you want to do while you lock the fuck up is have a schedule. You want to know when things are going to happen. Honestly, when things don't happen that you think is going to happen, you lose hope and you get depressed. So we like steady shit. Let me get off this, man. I got to get out of here. You wouldn't believe where I kept the bud, bro. Crazy. They never found it. Loans, I swear. He had like 6, 7 loony always in the same spot. I'm going to tell you where I hid my loanies, right? And this is the longest I've ever been able to have a hiding spot in jail. In the day room in one jail I was in, we had a bulletin board that they used to use. Let's just say this is the bulletin board right here. That's attached to the wall. And when after years of not using the bulletin board, what dudes do? Tag up, put gum or whatever the fuck. I mean, anything that, it's just nothing. They don't even pay attention to it. But behind this board, you was able, because the wood was so old, if you put water on it, you'll be able to bend it. And I used to bend that bitch like this and put my weed and my cigarettes, my matches, everything back there. And when it's time to lock in, I just pull out like one match or something like that, and then we get to work. Because you already know, once you get one light, then you good. But in Rikers Island, they took the matches and they took the smoke and all that. You know what niggas do now? They'll take a battery and take a wire from the Walkman or something like that, and put one end of the wire on one end of the battery and put another end at the other end, and then it will light that coil up, and then you put it on a piece of tissue, roll the tissue up into a long, wick, so you can have this shit burning all night, and then you'll just pass that wick to the next cell, and then they'll light their shit. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, big shout out to everybody that watched. I gotta get off of this, man. This is way too long for me. You know what I'm saying? I'll check in with y'all tomorrow or some other day. You know what I'm saying? Am I forgetting anything? Should I be saying anything else? I don't know. Ask your last questions. I'll be back. I left my juice in the other room. And I'm back like cooking crack. Hold on. And I'm back. You like rack on Mac. Okay, no more questions? Let me see. All right, let me play a song. It's gonna be quick. I'm trying to see if it registers with my one thing. Your top 5 predicate cutters. Wait a minute. Hey, you know what? That's a very interesting question, man. That's some odd shit to ask for a woman, but I'm gonna entertain it. Or the top 5 cutters, my top 5 cutters, or dudes that I knew about, that I respected. The first one, okay, adolescents or adults, because it's 2 different worlds. And the adolescents, it probably was, there was a kid named Baby J, this little Puerto Rican dude that used to run with this dude named Shadow. Baby J was a soft dude when he first came through. I ain't gonna lie. Baby J's my man. He's from the Bronx. And then he turned into a beast. And once Baby J got cut, okay, who cut Baby J in the Bing? Maybe this kid named Mojo might have cut him. Who cut Baby J? I forgot. It was a big beef over that. But Baby J got cut. And Baby J used to cut a lot of people. I remember Baby J from the adolescence. Baby J, you know, you had names like Shoe Shine and Fruit and them dudes. They wasn't cutting people like that. Cockeye. From adolescence, Cockeye. Shoe Shine. Shadow. Baby J. Bam Bam. Well, Bam Bam ain't have a lot of cuttings. Bam Bam actually, Shoe Shine tried to cut Bam Bam. Adults, Scully, number 1. Numbers on the board. Wemo, Magoo, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't say my favorite cutters because, like, I don't know. I don't have nobody that's like a favorite cutter. I don't have that. But I know a lot of dudes that was respected. At the end of the day, them cutters is the same way as murderers. You know what I mean? It's whoever gets the drop first. A dude don't care about how many people you cut, none of that shit. You can have 100 bodies and you run into the wrong person at the wrong time and he's gonna put your lights out. Same thing that happened with Blue Boy and Larry Davis. Larry Davis, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I found ironic, and I talked about this, is that Larry Davis was our hero coming up. But then when I got up north and I seen how he was living bad. They didn't have no respect for him. It was like we respected him on the outside, but we didn't have no idea of the reality of what he was facing in jail, and he was a whole clown. That's how he was treating them. Top 5 right. Anyone could get touched. Anybody. What's up, Have? You know what I'm saying? Anybody could get it. Anybody get splashed. Anybody. You know, I came home pretty though, because they have an old saying: the strong rule the weak, and the wise rule the strong. You know what I mean? So I always been smart. Like academically in school, I did great. I had behavioral problems. Class clown, you know what I'm saying? Smacking bitches' asses and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We used to play catch and hump. You know what I mean? Shit like I was a little wild boy in school. You know what I mean? Like you feel me? Anybody get touched though? You right. I seen Mojo with the small head before. Tanya, who are you? You know too much. Mojo with the small head. Last time I seen him was in Attica. And for him to have such a small ass, his head was literally this big. He had that big ass cut on his face from his mouth all the way back here. And I think Cockeye cut him too. Cockeye was cutting a lot of people. Cockeye was feared in the Fort building. And a kid named Karan. Karan used to be like, they used to try to play him, and then Karan became a big cutter. They cut Karan in his face. This kid named Inf cut him and gave him a big ass bubble. You know what's so crazy? I used to look at Inf like he was retarded. I didn't know he was that way. He was putting that work. He was from the Bronx, so I used to go to court with him a lot. Inf tried to finesse me out of my Nautica watch when I first came to jail and shit. He tried to like, you know what I mean? I'll trade you this for this, nigga. You could trade this motherfucking $150, homeboy. I ain't trust him. He just looked sneaky. I always wonder how Quran let him get up on him because he looked like he was going to cut somebody. I used to visit the island a lot. And that time, what years?
Never let them get me twice. It sounds wrong, but it ain't though. That's how this life go. That's how my night go. That's how my day win. I spend the day win.
I went up north in 93.
Spit the shit that's relevant, the truest shit I ever spoke.
All that shit they talking be fabricated. The lies don't add up. The niggas just aggravated. My broad all tied up, but I ain't got one tack. You see, D believing you be talking, that's one fact. On top of that, shit that I be talking is untapped. Unfamiliar, one per killer, your gun back. You hide behind words like the Hollywood Hills. I body to a pill, they try to drive me through the mill. Nigga like me, I'm the governor, providing new bills. Hit the corner like the carpenter, riding with 2 drills. Jill was a white bitch I met from Hoboken, soft-spoken night thrills. My flight real, and your plane canceled. I'm the King Chancellor. Niggas try to process the flow. Brain cancer, one cheek, that's me. 100 rain dancers pull up on your street like make them change answers. Yeah, we stay walking in the Badlands. Be on that BLMG shit for life.
Going the third, she's giving a
Good price.
When I first seen you standing outside.
Hassan Campbell. Let me show you why I hate this dude right quick. Let me explain this to you right now, right? Man, I wish Wax Dog was here right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do it. I was gonna do something. I was gonna cap so hard real quick, but it's not important. It ain't. Now I take the video down because his team is strong. You know what I'm saying? His team is strong, man. I respect this gangster, man. I'm leaving that nigga alone.
Chill. Back go.
Any more questions? I keep saying I'm gonna get off, but I ain't tired. This is when I do my work.
It's so loud. Track back.
Yeah. Big 4-5 in my bitch so
live. Bang gang.
I got a big 4-5 in my bitch
So live.
Yeah.
What you gonna do for that ice cream, baby? Whip, ayy. I got my rep off the block, you know, down sticks. Dirt wash got me quick with the crime stick. 25 for the 80s, and I got the lean. Sell dope in my slippers when I got that bean. And everything got a job in the room, brother. Beans tapping at the...
Yeah, I'm ignorant. I made that beat too. I'm looking for something real quick. Where the fuck is the works? 3 works. Oh, there we go. Give me a second. Wildcat was my boy. Wildcat cut me. Wildcat cut me. Wildcat was my boy in DFY. He cut me. Okay, we gotta talk about that, Holmes. Hold up. Yo, what DFY you was in? Triumph, Austin McCormick. You know what I'm saying? Where was you? We're going to talk about that for a second. Hold on. Wildcat cut me. Wildcat cut a bunch of niggas. But Wildcat only normally... Okay, let me just... I don't want to talk about Wildcat. But I want to hear what you got to say, though. I want to hear what you got to say. Wildcat. Your page is called Wildcat Cut Me. Oh, you was in Goshen? What that Casio do? What you mean? What Casio? You talking about that? That's not a Casio. Casio is for amateurs. That's an M audio. I haven't touched a Casio in years. Well, you going all over the place. Hold up. Wildcat was my boy in DFY. What that Casio do? Goshen, play it. You want me to play that, or you want to tell me about this Wildcat shit? How did Wildcat end up putting his razor on your face and cutting you? And then he cut you bad, or he scratched you, or gave you $150? I'm not trying to be insensitive. I'm trying to figure out what was going on. Because your name is Wildcat Cut Me. You know that's automatically suspect. You You know what I mean? Make it unsuspect and kick it. Let's kick it. Let's talk, man. This is one of them real channels. You know what I'm saying? I even do real magic. Let me show y'all something before I do it. Let me show y'all my magic. Y'all know I like showing y'all my trick. All right, y'all see this card? 130 stitches, bro. What's your name, man? Eight o'clock, right? 8 o'clock. Matter of fact, let's just write something on it so you won't say that I'm gonna show you that. I like writing on the card so y'all can see it. See that? Boom, boom, boom. I'm really writing, right? Okay. Let's see. And it's really not coming off. All right. All right. Oh, that's my cat. Okay, check it out. 8 o'clock with the writing on it, right? I'm gonna turn it around this way. You see? 8 o'clock. Now don't take your eyes off this card. Okay? Nothing in my hands, right? Just the 8 o'clock. Now this is gonna happen fast. Look. I'm gonna shake it up. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and you see it ain't got that writing on it no more. Ah, boy did that. Boy did that. You want to see it come back? Wow. Excellent. Want to see you do it in your face? Wow. That's enough tricks. Wildcat, family member of mine is a king. It was him or me. A family member of yours is a king. Where'd that happen at? You said DFY. Where did that happen at? And then we could talk. Because in DFY, dudes wasn't cutting nobody, really. You know what I'm saying? Like that it wasn't. Some shit happened once in a while. So using Goshen, Mac Moten was there when you was there. My coldest man was in Goshen too at that time. That was 91, right? So in DFY, y'all was cool, and then on Allen, he cut you. What year? And was your adolescence? Josh, an artist. Okay, that plays. '94 in the 4 building. I wasn't in the 4 building in '94. Let me tell you now. '94. I was in HDM. Oh, he cut you in the 4 building, and that's when him and SI and Fulo and all of them came to HDM. I remember that. Yeah, right. Whoever you are, that's what happened, right? When you still ain't tell me your name. I know that when they came from the 4 building. Am I correct or incorrect? Fulo, Germ, Kurt, Junglist, all of them came from the 4 building at one time. They put those adolescent niggas in HDM because they couldn't deal with them in the 4 building no more. And they took a chance because think about it. You take an adolescent and put them with adults. If one of those adolescents get cut by an adult, it's automatically a lawsuit. Okay, I trusted him. Can I add somebody? No, I can't add. Just add somebody onto the camera while I'm doing this, right? Let me see if they got that. I never seen nobody do that. I could even share this. I didn't even know. I never knew I could share this while I'm talking. Let me see. Live on YouTube, biatch. I don't know, man. Wildcat cut me. Why did you start a channel called Wildcat Cut Me? I'm talking to you like a friend. And if you to him, you got to tell me what happened, and you know what I mean, and then I can understand a little bit more of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But you should definitely change it. Let me look at your channel. Let me go on my computer and see Wildcat Cut Me. Let me see what you got going on here. Cause naming your channel after that's like I don't know. I would never put whatever your name is. Wildcat Cut Me. That's tacky as motherfucker. That's messy. Nope. That's mad crazy. Wildcat Cut Me. How you feel about like that's nothing to be proud of, bro. You got a channel? Let me see. Wild cat. You know what I mean? Like, it's sad watching them beef too, man. Wildcat Cut Me channel. Your thing is not popping up. Let me see. Wildcat Cut Me. All right. You trust him? He was pressed by the Dom moves, and he had to put work in. My family is a known Latin king. Your family's a known Latin king. And y'all was in the 4 building, 94. You had to be. Because I think 94. Wow. So Wildcat was pressed by the Bloods. And the 4 building, they ain't have no real strong Bloods. The only one there was SI. And SI was sending them niggas out. SI is the reason why a lot of dudes got turned up. Now, SI was crazy quiet. SI put in a lot of work too. He was a problem. I don't see a channel, Holmes. That's an interesting channel. I gotta see if you putting content up, so I'll give you some good advice, man. The first piece of advice I'm gonna give you, bro, right? Because we about to be around the same age, so you know the vibes. Whatever type of the energy that you put out is the energy that you receive. You feel me? And you've been where I've been. You kind of got the same, you know what I mean? Like, you have the same stories. No, and we was children back then. I don't know if I could ever forgive somebody that cut me open. You feel me? But I don't know how it feels to walk around for 20 years with a fucking cut by somebody else. Like, when I got locked up, the niggas that put me in jail, for years I said I planned on doing something to them. But as years go past, the more and more you don't even care about it. They don't resonate with you no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you forgive things and then you also lose things and you put so much work in and you say to that person, damn, you know what? Honestly, y'all did me a favor. Y'all played the part that God wanted y'all to play in my life. Y'all forced a change in me. You know what I'm saying? So, how do you feel about that today? Walking around with 130 stitches on your face from another motherfucker that cut you over some shit because he got pressed and he was under pressure to you know what I'm saying? That's not, I don't know, that's not gangster shit to me, you know what I mean? Like, you just chopping, you know what I mean, just to put work in for the sack. Nigga, you put in work. You know? The leader's supposed to be on the front line. The leader's supposed to be the ones not only giving the orders, but showing you that they the first in the door and the last ones out the door. Anybody got something to say about what he's saying right here? Well, my family paid for surgery, so it's a small scar now. And your family used to bring your food and shit like that, and he end up eating your food. Well, I seen a lot of dudes, friends, flip on other so-called friends because you don't know how to measure up your friendship. You know what I'm saying? We don't know. Sometimes it takes death. Look at Alpone Rich. Look at Boxing Bar and Mano. Boxing Bar and Mano was cool. Then Mano cut Bar. You know what I'm saying? He put Boxing Bar. And remember I told you could be in one spot and somebody getting strong in another spot. Boxing Bar was getting strong in Comstock. So when Mano pulled up, he whopped him. Wow. Can't verify that user, K-Rock. Who you talking about? Wildcat cut me? Let me see your channel, Holmes. I couldn't see it. I looked everywhere for you, bro. Is this really Wildcat? Nah, this ain't Wildcat. That story is just way too. I don't know, man. I don't know. It seemed like you heard about that because y'all was cool and he did that because you mentioned that a few times and that resonates with you. But I'm asking you, how do you feel about that today? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you want to get at him? Do you think about, do you wake up at night saying, you know what, today's the day Wildcat gonna die? Or do you say, you know what, I'm glad it wasn't worse. I'm glad, or I forgive that. Or, you know what I mean? Like Boxing Bar, like he was talking, you know what I'm saying? He's like, yo, we was kids. Our logic and reasoning. You forgave him? Have you spoke to him? And anybody else that's watching, if you ain't put the blue fist up, throw the blue fist up, give us some love, and ask this brother whatever you want to ask him because he's telling y'all that a popular or not popular, well, YouTuber, you know what I'm saying? A blood dude named Wildcat that runs a channel. You dig? Assaulted him. You speak to that man in person. Worst enemies become best friends. Remember that. And he probably feel more sorry about cutting you than you feel disappointment in actually getting it. The people who I cut back in the days, me and them don't ever have that. I'm never gonna talk to them in person, purposely. And I don't know Wildcats like that, you know what I mean? But that'll be a good show, right? Think about that. Y'all get together and shit. I ain't saying like for YouTube. I'm talking about like a real TV show, and then have a conversation of where you was at mentally, what was going on. It'll bring so much awareness to. I don't know. I got deported, so I won't run into him. What country you in? Don't say Jamaica. If you say Jamaican, set it up. I'll talk. You gotta tell me more about yourself. Hit me on Instagram, bro. Right now. Cartagena. Yo, Cartagena. That's your name? At the real macmean is my IG. Cartagena, is that your name, bro? Colombia. Cartagena, Colombia. So you got deported to Colombia. So you Spanish too. Cartagena. Was you in Green? Did you go to Green in 90? Was you in Green 93? Yes. No, I was in Washington. Yep. What year you was in Washington? 94 too? Because I was in Washington 94 in C Block. C-Dorm. Right next to Comstock. I was in Comstock too. I was in Comstock, Washington, Coxsackie, Green, Attica, Windy. 95. Nope. Washington, adolescents. All right. Cartagena, I know your name though. You sure he wasn't no Latin King, bro? Because the Cartagena I know was a Latin King. Oh no, that's excuse me. His real name was Gino. Your name wouldn't happen to be Gino, would it be? Nobody got any questions for my boy? Y'all just watching, like. Niggas probably sleep, just got the phone on. Yeah, niggas dropping. Alright, anybody else, man? I don't want this to be a wildcat cut me thing. You know what I'm saying? And also look, bro, I don't know Wildcat like that. I don't know him. I know of him. You know, online, you know, we said a few things, but once he start beefing with Killer Cab, fuck with Killer Cab, I feel like it's a conflict of interest to be, you know what I mean? Like, so I just, you know, I have nothing against him, and I, you know what I mean? I don't have no, but I probably could make that happen. And King Bolo, word? I know who you are, bro. Probably don't recognize my face because we older now, but I remember who you are. I thought that you never claimed King, bro. And was you in 10 lower before? Was you ever in Mar 10 or Mar 2? Joey Cartagena. I have no problem with Don Moore. I was just related to a few kings. And he cut you because you was related to a king, man. That's why the Latin kings was getting mad. They be trying to make it seem like the kings was oppressing niggas and shit. You know what I'm saying? A lot of my blood niggas do that. You know what I mean? But really, it wasn't Latin kings that was oppressing niggas. It was the Netas. The Netas was the ones that was oppressing people. People got to remember that. You know what I'm saying? It was the Netas. But niggas didn't know the difference back then. You know what I'm saying? We found out later that, yo, boom. And the Bloods and Kings fixed that up. You know, they fixed that up. But it was a lot of the Netas that was sparking a lot of stuff. Let's just say that. Kings was fresh. If you seen, you know what I mean? Like I remember being fucked up and like the Kings, they were automatically, I was in 5 North with Dizzy, you know what I'm saying, a couple other people, just before Dizzy got there, because I was there before Dizzy. And when I got there, I was just coming out the box. I was coming out the Bing, and then I got into something with one of the captains and or the sergeants or whatever inside the pen, and they took all my property. And when I got there, the first thing the Kings did was put me on my feet. And that's just how it was. And I'm not saying the king, you didn't have kings that was on some bullshit or you know, but they was more organized. Like, yo, you're not gonna come in here and just do whatever you want. It was like, I ain't got nothing against y'all niggas. But if you come up in here and just start robbing shit and all that, and they wasn't like really with that. You feel me? And it'll easily be like fucking 3 kings controlling the whole house. Like 3, 4. You know what I mean? Like controlling everything. And you have fucking 10 yetas and them niggas can't rub 2 pennies together. They will go to the kings to hold them down. But that's the main reason it happened. I kept telling the homies I was related to a known king, which is stupid. We all related to a fucking Latin king or blood. Now, that's just dumb. Anyway, yo, my Instagram, I'm going to tell you right now, last time, because I'm definitely going to press end after I say what I got to say right here. And thank you for sharing that with me, bro. And if something like that can happen, I'll put it down the pipeline so it can reach them, because people that watch this show are connected with Wildcat. I don't follow him no more because there's too much shit going on with that little, you know, they got personal problems. And I think that as men, you got to let men deal with their problems the way you do it, especially when you're dealing with name brand cats. You got to let that wean out for them, you know. K-Rock, thank you for holding me down. Tap in. That's all I have to say. I know I went all over the place tonight, you know what I mean? But my Instagram, again, is at the real macmean. If you hit me right now, I will respond right now. I'm up for the night doing shit, you know, and salute to everybody that tapped in with the kid. You know what I'm saying? Respect. We will kick it later, my friend. I'll definitely go live if you can set it up. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. We'll talk. We'll build on it because I think that'll be therapy for you and for him, and it'll show. I kind of like, you know what I mean. I like the direction I'm seeing Wildcat going. Like, you know, the adult shit, and he's trying to stay out of shit. But you know that part where they beef at and they have their problems. I call those family issues. You know what I'm saying? And that they're gonna have to deal with that. Some people was mad that Wildcat speak so much about SI, and a lot of people feel that SI didn't fuck with Cat like that. SI was one of those dudes that send dudes out on doja missions all day, and he'll, you know what I'm saying? Like, he was like a military mind, and he was like that when he was real young. I got a lot of personal stories with SI. All right, y'all be safe tonight, man. At the real macmean. Everybody that's on this, before you go to sleep, go follow me on Instagram. That's the way to talk to me in real life. That's the way, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna start doing the live stream where it's a panel, and I'm gonna allow y'all to get on the screen with me, and we're gonna talk. It's gonna be 6 boxes up. I'm gonna put the link out. All you have to do is hit the link, and you'll be right on this camera with me, and we'll be talking. All right? So let me really get off this right now. Good night, y'all.